Alright, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. There we go, now we're squared away. Don't mind the weird bracket on the wall. How's everybody doing today? I feel like it's a little too dark now. Here we go. Ooh, CR is the first one today. CR gets to choose milk chocolate chip or white chocolate chip. Ooh, and Grace is in second place. All right. I went just a tad bit late. I was scrolling Instagram and I kind of got distracted and sidetracked, and yeah, I had literally just went live CR like maybe 30 seconds before you popped in. So that was very good timing, my friend. Very good timing. My tricorder. See? My tricorder. Just kidding. Yeah, you guys are on the ball today. Like I like no joke, literally started this. Like not kidding. I put myself in, hit live, clicked the button, and then like 10 seconds later, CR was here. And then Grace followed shortly after. So you guys are awesome. And I do got a package today. Was in the mail when I got here, so yeah. By the way, for those of you who are curious, today is Double Infinity Day. Headliner's got to be back there. That's the only way to work. I don't know. Sometimes the notifications are quick. It just depends on how the notification gets there or what device you're on when you get the notification. Just burning off the relative information on here, but I do got a package. This one's a light one, honestly, so I don't think it's going to be a decent package to this week. Let's see what we have magnet-wise. Ooh, I'm getting like nothing. Oh, that is not good. Let's try the bigger magnet. Ooh, I don't like that either. I'm using the stronger magnet and it's still not sticking to whatever's in this package. So that does not bode well for this week's unboxing. Which I forgot to mention in the thing because, like I said, I was in a hurry to do this. Oh, now Matt. Freaking turd. Now Matt does a freaking update for his garden. Whole week later. I will have to get to that. Did not see that earlier. But anyways, greetings, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of legal ages. How is everyone doing tonight? Well, this evening, I should say. Some of us, we still have daylight. Others, we don't have daylight. But for those of us who have daylight, how are you still doing this fine day, evening, hour? I am struggling. Ooh, CR saw sun today. Good evening, Jason. Greetings, Molly. For those just arriving, I do have a package today. So, yay, package. We hit like 103 again. Which is ridiculous. Well, at least that's what my card thermometer stat said. So, yeah. And on top of that, I'm like super tired today, so yay me. Oh, let me see what's up with my audio settings. Let's see, is that any better? Good evening, Colin. Because I checked my audio before I popped on here and it was working just fine. So I don't know. Hey, Scott, how's it going? Good to see you, brother. Let's see, how's that audio? Is that, let me know what the audio sounds like now, ladies and gentlemen. I've already had one saying that the audio is weak. Tad lower. Don't know what's going on here. I don't have to worry about my speakers because it's not like a... Interesting. Don't know. Could be Jason's settings on his side. Yeah, I don't really have a way to change the... Let's see what I can do on audio. Yeah, my audio's... Ooh. That is not good. What is going on here? Let's see, is that any better? Nope, that's worse. Default microphone. Testy, testy, testy. Checking is going on. That's probably not going to work any better. And testing. Boy, this is really interesting. Usually this is set for auto adjust, so it's usually normal. It's usually don't have an issue with it. I don't know what's going on. Only thing I can do is unplug my mic and plug it back in and see if that solves the problem. Hopefully I don't lose my video and audio. So... CR can't hear, Jason can't hear, but Colin and Scott hear fine. Grace, what's your opinion? I've got 2 and 2 right now saying that my audio is weird. Well, I would assume you can hear their CR. You have not informed any of us that you are deaf. At least that I'm aware of. But yeah, I was looking for my settings. It doesn't look like my audio's doing well today. So I don't know what is going on with this thing. Let me unplug. Let me see. You're going to lose me for a few minutes. Let's see. Grace says it sounds fine. That's interesting. Well then, it's gotta be on that side then. I've already got, that's 3 people saying that my audio is fine. So, I don't know, I can't, there's nothing else I can change on here. I have no idea what my speaker thing is doing though. Changing all weird. It's odd too, because normally when you have the mic setting on here, you can check and it usually gives you the little bars going across. It's not even doing that for me. No matter which setting I have it on. That is really, really odd. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Cecilia, how's it going? Good to see ya. Hope everything is doing well on your side. I thought you got that fixed like 2 weeks ago. Ooh, sorry, I got all tired. Ate 2 Sammys. Old school way too. They were, it was honey ham, cheddar, mayo mustard, and Doritos. Spicy Doritos. Well, spicy nacho Doritos. That was a good sandwich. I haven't eaten a sandwich like that in that particular way in a long time. So it was a really tasty sandwich. StreamYard's causing the problem. Interesting. I don't know what's going on tonight. Only been 8 minutes and I'm having issues today. Ah, that's what the issue was. Gotcha. Why does that seem so small? Ugh. Gotta love squirrels. I sure as hell don't. They left me 1 apple. I have 1 apple left. The other apple was actually getting a pretty decent size, and I was keeping an eye on that, and it disappeared. So there is technically another squirrel on the property. According to my mom, apparently saw it the other day. She said she saw something brown sauntering across the property, so that's likely the other one. So now I gotta go sit out there and pay attention one of these days and see if I can plug the little bastard. Send another one up to squirrel heaven. Yeah, the apples or the squirrels? Ah. Ew, I'm like all tired all of a sudden. I hate when this happens. That's why I usually like to eat at work, not when I'm here. I look tired as hell. I look stoned. And I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. They're city squirrels. I don't think I would trust eating one of those for various reasons. Because God knows what they've been eating. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I am not trying to do this on purpose, folks. I just all of a sudden just got a wave of the sleepies. Yeah, she's got bad luck with the internet. Like, it's as if though the cosmos are trying to tell her she doesn't have to have internet. Which is unfortunately, because you kind of need internet for a lot of things. Alright, good night, Cecilia. Thanks for stopping by, updating us on what's going on. Hopefully we'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully it'll be soon. Bye. Be well, be safe. Oh, and CR, I don't know if you noticed this on your on that video you were doing with the washing of that bin. Watch your closed captioning. When you did your intro, it said you were CR, also known as Creative Respiratory. And I was like, I don't think it's Creative Respiratory. But yeah, you might want to check that. That's the reason why I don't like to use closed captioning, because half the time that stuff is it doesn't hear you right. Let's see if I can find it. I don't remember if it was a short or I think it was that 5-minute video you just did on the washing of that whatchamajigger. I gotta get out of here. Ah, yeah, it was just interesting. I just happened to catch it because I was reading the subtitles at work, and I was like, no, that don't make no sense. Yeah, dirt. Tasks must be done. Oh, that did not load right. There we go. Let's see if I can pause it at the right moment, just so I can show you. Oh, that's weird. Now it won't do it. Oh, there it is. Sorry. There, just so you can see that CR. Sorry, it wasn't. It was it said creative dentistry. Word getting me there early. So like, oh shit, I should do that way. Focus, you bubble butt. Come on. So like it says, time for another splash video from Creative Dentistry. I was like, what the heck? I was like, I didn't know CR was a dentist. But yeah, that one threw me off there a little bit. You might be able to fix that post. I don't know. I've never tried to attempt to do a closed caption. Ooh. Ooh, was it Shamrock, not Shamrock, Sportsman's Warehouse, aka Bass Pro Shop, aka whatever. And the first thing I see when I walk in is a freaking 12 by 12 canvas tent for like $8.99. That was just for the shell of the tent. It was an additional $300 for the god dang framework. Ooh. Don't deny the truth. The truth. The truth hurts. Grace had green beans, tomato, cucumber salad with dinner. Nice. I said I had 2 Sammys and some Doritos. And Colin got another tomato. Oh, and I got some garden tools. Nice. I think Jason just said he was back. Oh no, Colin said he's back. Oh god, Jason said he got rid of more hornworms. How many more did you get rid of today? You were like having a mad infestation of them. I have not seen a single one this season. But I have been dealing with a slow increase in stink bugs, aka shield beetles. I got rid of like 7 of them the other day. I find the easiest way to get rid of them things is to literally just spray your plants really good, like give them a good soaking, and they will climb up to the top of the leaves. And I usually just take a pair of like whatever gloves I'm wearing, usually my half plastic rubbery work gloves, my grippy gloves. When I grab them and then I'll just chuck them in the dirt and I'll stomp on them. It's better than having that smell on your fingers, because if that smell is on your fingers, it don't go away. And for the most part, they usually won't spray your fingers, but occasionally you get one here and there. But yeah, you just stomp on them, they'll die in the dirt, and as you walk around the dirt in the yard, it just wears off the stink. Ooh, Colin got his truck running. That is awesome. Mother of toast, man. I have got the sleepies today. I thought you lived in Iowa, not Alabama. Uh, Scott, you ever smelled green the flavoring for green apple? Like any sort of like green apple sucker or like candies? I know everybody disagrees with me, but yeah, no, I have come to the conclusion that stink bugs smell the exact same way that green apple tastes. Like the flavor of green apple. Not the actual apple itself, but like the artificial green apple flavoring. That ain't me. I've got full bars on my side. Buffering might be on your end. Yeah. It's not on me, I'm telling you, man. I have full Wi-Fi bars. Yeah, so that's what essentially I equate it to, is that the like sour apple or like green apple, like sour green apple. I hate that flavor. It's like the only flavor I don't like. And that's what a stink bug smells like. I'm assuming they roughly taste about the same, just crunchier and bug flavored. You're both in Iowa. That's why you both saw me buffer. Because you're both in Iowa. Whoa. Iowa. Iowa. And yeah, I got one wing. My wings are not tucked in 100%. I could do my usual. Tuck it in with the cone. So it stayed, but then I look weird. There we go. Then that side looks all clear except for like the back hairs, which are, I guess I missed a patch. But that means those ones are too short. Uh, we're doing pretty good today. We got 6 people in here, maybe 7. One might be lurking, who knows? Scott is in South Dakota. What is he doing in South Dakota? Ah, gotcha. Well, I guess since we're at it, I don't know where Jason is at, but we got ourselves a bit of a doohickey, so we might as well do this before I lose any more people. No, she's gonna get sent back. Yeah, this one was a light one. I'm not liking this one. Oh yeah, that does make sense. Scott's SD Mountain Man, South Dakota. I don't know why my brain did not process that today. Like, I don't know why I didn't think about it. Ooh, damn it! I already got this car. I already got that one too. Damn. I think that might be a clone too. I think everything I got in this box is a clone. What in the heck? Okay, so anyways, don't know what I'm doing here. So today we get this one here, which is a DIY fishing straw fishing bobber. So make a fishing bobber out of a straw. It's kind of interesting. Neat way to make it. And then we have square arch tent. I swear I've gotten this card before. And this does work if you have spacers on the ends to keep your rope straight. Otherwise, in order to do that, you have to angle your ropes outwards, which stretches the front of the tent. So I got this guy here, which is the... Yeah, that's like really hard to see on here. The spear card. There we go, it's a little better. This one is the dog tag spear card. So it's you get a spear, a fishing gig, and a hook. So this is actually a multi-purpose. This is a 3-in-1. So you get the arrowhead style spear. You get the fishing gig on the outside, which you can see, which holds the spear, and then you do get the 2-hook fishing hook, I guess. I can't call it a Jesus Christ! Now I forgot the treble hook because it's not a treble hook. Well, because it's only got the it's only got the 2 hooks. What's really funny though is if you look at the picture does not even match the spear card. So this picture up here looks like that's kind of like a shovel spoon. So basically this would give you the fishing gig and the fishing hook. Yet where you get to this one, the actual card, the item itself, you do get the fishing gig, or the frog gig. Fishing gig, frog gig, works either way. You get the spear and the hook. You still get the gig and the hook on this side, but it just doesn't have that spear point. So I think that was an old Generation 1. This is actually what they went with. It'll still work for fishing. It'll work for a few things. It's just always good to have multi-use items. And then there's this one. This one's the actual trapping card, like 100%. Oops, upside down. So you got your shuttlecock or your net shuttle. You've got lures. These are actually weights. Surprisingly, those are actually sinkers, or like little weights. You just slide them on the line or line through them. You do have one arrowhead card, arrowhead spear, another spoon. Looks like 4 hooks, 4 decent-sized J hooks, various needles. That's going to be this guy right here with a square end is going to be your like all needle. Leather punch, and then you're going to have your deadfall with the trigger trap. And now I know how to set these together now. Watched a few videos on it from the actual Grimworks people, and now I know how to work these. You know, surprisingly, they did not send me a card in here this week. Usually they send me, I get this, I get these guys, and then they usually send me like a little black card. I did not get my standard card this week. Oh, that is so weird. Yeah, see, normally I usually get one of these little guys in there. So this is where I get all of these from, Scott. And they're like $20 a month. They might be a little bit more now, but my original cost when I first got these was $20. So I think they're still keeping me at that. If they decide to change it up to 25, I would probably still pay for it regardless. Because sometimes I've never even thought about doing that with a straw. So that one's kind of an interesting take for me. And then again, that's a basic shelter. Only only drawback on this one is yes, it gives you more height and more room, but you're still open-ended. That's the only thing. So if you don't want to get attacked from one direction, you essentially, so obviously that guy's on this side, you have to pile all your gear on that end just so you have one entryway. Yeah, I don't even remember who's oh, Jordan Jonas signature card. Oh, this is the version 2. I think I have version 1 somewhere. Somewhere I have version 1. No, I will tell you, these needles are stupid, stupid sharp. I have stuck myself a few times with some of them, and it is not pleasant. Not pleasant at all. Well, that's why you face it against the wind, so you don't. You face it slightly diagonal. That way you do have. Oh yeah, you need a ton of cordage. Actually, not really. You can use. So depending on how you do it, I don't know if I can demonstrate here without a bunch of stuff, but you find two really big trees and you just run one set of cordage all the way around, and you use the, oh god, I want to say trucker's hitch, but it's not a trucker's hitch. Yeah, yeah, you want to use the trucker hitch style knot when you get to one end, and that'll give you your tension, and then you just run your tarp over the two trees. So even if you can only find like a 1 foot wide tree or whatnot, because I mean you unless you're in an area that freaking like sequoias or oak trees that are been there for 50, 60, 100 years, that are 200 feet tall. Your Most of your biggest trees are going to be like 1.5 to maybe 2 foot wide, but it would still work in the same regards. You just one line around all the trees. You put your bow line in one end, go around your trees, put your tag end through the loop. You make your trucker's hitch about 1 foot, 2 foot up on the opposite side, on the same side your tag end is at, and you just tighten your line that way. That is the best method or way I can explain of getting the tightest pitch on paracord in a position like that. I don't recommend using the 1100 for that, because the 1100 does have wire in it, and you will split it will rip the wire. That's why the only thing I did with the 1100 was make that survival bracelet. First thing I'm doing with that thing, if I have to take it apart, is I'm pulling out the wire. Because that will end up being snare wire. or an emergency lashing for something. I don't know. It's like 18 feet is what I have in that bracelet or anklet. Other than that, next thing to go would probably be the Kevlar cord that is in there, and then the fire cord. Actually, I would pull out the wire first. I would pull out the fishing string, because that comes with, I believe it's 15-pound test fishing line for it. I would look, but again, that was Generation 1 version of that paracord, or that Survivor cord. So I don't remember, I'm pretty positive it was like 15-pound test. So, good for a few things. But again, like I said, it's only like maybe 18 feet if I'm absolutely lucky. It might have been 18 feet. I really don't know. I don't want to take it apart because that thing was a pain in the butt to make. That is the worst kind of cordage to play with. Yes, you do. Yeah, you can use the Alpine butterfly knot as well, but you just basically need something you can tension with and have it lock either onto itself or lock back against itself. That way it doesn't come undone. Now you will have to make adjustments throughout because that cord does stretch, but that would essentially give you what you would need to make that square tent. And even if you only got like 1.5 to 2 feet at the top, you just kind of go out, you kind of pitch your tarp angles, it'll give you more room anyway. You're as long as you don't have to use multiple bits of cordage. You're just going from between tree to tree. So, majority of those survival blankets aren't much bigger than about 7, maybe 8 feet. Most of them, to be honest, I can't stand using them because they're too short for me, and they're made the same dimensions as most tarps. So you're gonna get like a 5x7, maybe a 7x9, or 8x8. They don't exactly make those damn things square. proof, proof of point. Because I have this thing. I'm surprised the sticker's still on it, to be honest. This was originally, I bought this. This was an Ozark Trail outdoor toolkit, like an outdoor kit. It came with paracord. I think I still have the paracord. Uh, the bungees have long since died. I think I've lost all of these. The straps, these guys over here, I don't know where they went. And all of these guys I have lost. But this does have, this is going to be a pain in the butt because it's at the bottom. No, so you don't. So there's the camouflage cordage. I do have some drink mix in here, which is still sealed and expired back in like 2019, 2014. Survival thing, some S-hooks because, you know, these guys right here, I know these come off of the those thick black square rubber bungees, but these work great for tensioners. They are stiff enough to put some decent load on there. I also have, I showed this kit off before, I know I have. Got some extra batteries in here. These are some crappy AC Delcos. I have Tinder Quicks. And it does have the striker still in there. I have one Soul Survival bivy. I told you I do have these things calling. I have solid rubber piece of black hose, just because if you need a drink out of a pond, you can. It's going to taste funny for the first couple of weeks, but it's better than nothing. Ozark Trail Light, and yes, this thing is actually pretty substantial. It is, I believe it's like 500 lumens. Oh, 200 lumens. Let's say this thing actually still works. So you guys are going to test with me. Let me lower this. I wonder if these batteries even still work. They've been sitting in here for like 6 years. Well, that answers that question. So yeah, this thing still fucking works. And it only has one mode, and that is on or off. And honestly, this is probably one of the better Ozark Trail flashlights I've ever seen or bought. 7.25. Yeah, I don't know where the tarp straps went. Like, I had them and I lost them. And then those little twist tie things is basically these like little Velcro keepers. I've got a roll of these that I found. This one I also found, but I never used them for anything. So I never had a need to stick them back in here. Or I used them for something and I lost them. And it looks like, unfortunately, I cannot tell the difference on the size for the item I'm trying to pull out, because I no longer have the bag that this thing went with. This is one of the SOL. This is an old school SOL survival tarp. And yes, as you can see, it does have the orange reflective side as well. This is actually one of their thickest tarps. Like, look at that thing. This sucker is tough. This thing actually has grommets on it. But I would say this is like 3 times as thick as your standard. So if there's the, let me show you. Be hard to see. There are the, as you can see, there's all the grommets. They're all piled up on one side. But yeah, they have grommets, little ones, and they are actually reinforced. And then just for one, the hell with it, I do have one of these in there because you never know what you need it for. Probably not the most in-depth kit, but for some of the stuff that I need it for, it works just fine. Now to get it all back in here, which is always fun. I hate doing, because like I said, it's a pain in the butt. And then again, this one is just a little survival medic kit. Probably need to replace this one. This has been in here for a couple of years too, but it's got some tape, survival whistle, more quick tinders. I believe this one actually does have a emergency poncho in it too. Yeah. Emergency blanket, firelight striker, tinder quicks, the slim rescue whistle, button compass, 2 feet of duct tape. Oh, sorry, 26 inches of duct tape. So yeah, just 2 feet of duct tape. Survival instructions, which basically are great for starting a fire. And then this does come with 2 antiseptic towelettes, ibuprofen, 1 package of 2 packages, so 1 each, triple antibiotic ointment, 1 pack, adhesive bandage, fabric knuckle bandage, 1 fabric adhesive bandage, 1x3. I got 2 of those, and safety pins. So again, not the most extensive, but for the purposes to which this was originally made, or well, that I designed it for, it works just fine. Oh, I actually got that stuff in there better. Get out of the way, tabs. But yeah, I think all in all, when I first made this kit, or when I first got the box, I think I paid like $12 for it. It's not waterproof, it's not weatherproof, but in an emergency, that's really all I'd need for any sort of like shelter kit, that's gonna give me almost everything I need. Oh, I forgot to put my freaking flavor back in there. Damn. Oh, that thing fell out too. Get back in there. Bam. So, little kit, fairly decent. Like I said, modified, good to go. Oh, I'm pretty sure all that stuff in there is expired, but it's all in sealed kits, so I should be fine regardless. But, yeah. Oh, yeah. Um, the silicone would work good, except for the fact that silicone cracks when it's cold. The mineral spirits would probably be your better option, but you are going to need to do that in a very well ventilated area. Oh, I guarantee that ibuprofen is expired too, but it still doesn't mean that it's not going to work. But yeah, I've actually used that survival tarp on my S10. It actually fit all the way across, like covered the whole truck bed. So it's like 6.5 feet by 5 feet wide, something like that. It's a fairly substantial tarp. That one I would probably do that square tarp framing with, only because I know that's going to be durable enough to do it. The standard Mylar sheets or survival tubes that they give you, or the tube tents that they're survival tube tents, I would not recommend doing that without reinforcements on the corners or wherever you're going to put the ropes. Any sort of tension on those, we all know those blankets are stupid thin. Thinner than a ghost fart. We'll put it that way. And they rip, puncture at the slightest hint of stress. Now, the only other way I know of getting that particular material super durable, or to make it a little better, is to spray glue your survival blanket to a tarp. Make sure when you do it, your tarp is extremely stretched and extremely tight. That way, when you glue it on there, it kind of shrinks a little bit. Because if you glue it when it's not tight and you stretch that out, you're going to end up ripping your Mylar. Oh, man. My other armrest is going. Oh, cast iron pan for Colin. I'm probably going to have to do it at 7.5 or 7 3/4, just because that's probably going to be the double Cobra. So it's going to be the fatter version. Well, I definitely know some of my stuff. I've only been watching survival videos for damn near a decade. I've learned a lot. I've also forgotten a lot, so, there's that. Oh, good lord. I didn't realize what time it was. That was once I started getting on a roll, that time went by quick. My first 20 minutes kind of sucked, because I was, for me, Scott, for me or for Colin? I mean, I'm fine, but I don't need cast iron pans. I barely use half the stuff I have over here as is. And I probably should have cleaned my glass, but I didn't. Hopefully there's no bugs in it. I don't see any. I think I missed that one. I might have to go back and search for it. I try to stay up with the Fire It Up Fridays. but you haven't done a lot of those recently, so is it you? Yeah, you're the one that. And see now everyone's running. I don't even know what's what anymore. Yeah, Scott's the one that does the Fire Up Fridays. Yeah. Yes. Fire Up Fridays. But I'm gonna go get my stuff. I will be right back, and then I will throw the link in there for those who may or may not want to pop up with me. I also might have to go water a bush. All right. And for anybody that was curious, that may or may not have seen it earlier, I have this weird little bracket up on my wall. For anybody who may or may not know what that is, kudos. If you do not know what that is the bracket, the mounting bracket for a mini split. Thank you. I this thing is pretty much taking a shit. It's blowing out cold air, cold-ish air, but it's not super cold. When I was brand new, I could get my room down in the middle of the day to like 63 degrees. It will not drop below 72. This ones are actually cheap ones. They were like 500 each apparently. We're getting two of them. So one's going in here, and then the other one's going in the master bedroom. The power unit, or the main AC unit, is actually going to be right outside the window here. So it's basically going to be like almost right under where this is at. Sorry, where that is at. But yeah, it was decided by all parties of the household that we needed them. So we went and got it. I got to do a bunch of stuff in here to get it ready. Oh, we'll probably still use the swamp cooler. Maybe. Problem is, that is at least still extra just in case. Now, my only concern is with the mini splits is when the power goes out. So if the power goes out, it's going to be real hard to run those damn things. Now, unfortunately, I do not have backup power. I have my power stations, but if there's an emergency and a power outage, it's depending on the time frame or the season that the power outage occurs. If the power outage occurs in the summertime, my 2200 unit is going to be powering the refrigerator in our main refrigerator. Hey Gary, how's it going? Oh sweet. How you doing tonight? The 600 watt units will most likely power one or two of the fans in the house, just so we have airflow. It's going to suck for me in my room because my room is the hottest in the house because I get the setting sun. Basically, my wall is in the sun from like noon 45 till the sun goes away. So I basically have like 9-10 hours roughly of the wall over here baking. Didn't you just get a Bofang there, Gary? Like, I'm not saying that, having more than one is, bad. Having a backup is always a plus. I have too much stuff everywhere over here. I almost knocked over my damn drink. But let me throw that up there. Working on it. Give me a second. My brain is slow today. I don't even know how or why I'm tired. I got sleep. I actually slept pretty darn good, to be honest. But for some reason, work just kind of undid me. God damn it, I got another flat goddamn Red Bull. I hate when I get these. I think that's a little overkill, having 5 of them. Just a tad bit overkill. And then I'll get to see Sir Macus Attackus or Crackus Macus or Wackus Jr. Hamster the Third. I don't know where Jason is at. He might be resetting his internet. Nor do I know where Matt is at. Matt usually pops in every once in a while to say hi. And I believe Dez is in the facilities for medical facilities.
How you doing, sir?
Host, I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. Popping out my chat from the YouTube side so I can keep track of what's going on.
But yeah. So getting a mini split, which is awesome.
Mini splits are really good from what I've gathered, and it's something I planned on putting on in my garage once I get it updated and everything. Once I get the place taken care of.
This one is a Costway. Here's the funny thing. This is the first time I've said the name of that thing since we got it, since it arrived at the house. And
Hello,
everywhere
everybody.
I go on Instagram and YouTube, I am finding ads for that item.
Yeah, we can still barely hear you, Cliff.
No, it's got to be you because it's not here. He's loud here.
Now, like I said, you're loud. He is not.
You're echoing.
Good evening, Daniel. Tiffany, how's it going?
Shouldn't be.
Yep, on our side.
I don't know, Jason. I don't know. I've checked my audio settings, my speaker settings. Everyone else seems to hear me just fine. He'll be back up in a minute. But anyways, cheers, ladies and gentlemen.
Coffee. Do you have your YouTube still going, Cliff? Because I'm getting an echo on your side.
No, I don't even have it on right now.
Mine's muted.
Yeah, I have. The only window I have up was the thing for the trucker hitch to make sure I was actually using the correct tie down for that square tent.
Well, let me try something.
I don't know what to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. I have not touched the settings. I don't change the settings on my computer. I just go live.
Okay. I've got my YouTube side shut down completely. I just closed it. Only thing I got open is my chat from YouTube and here. No other windows.
Yeah, I usually just mute my YouTube side and then just kind of leave it in the background.
That's what I normally do too.
Hey, Groundfog, how's it going?
Hey,
Got
Groundfog.
a
Hey,
good
Gary.
amount of people here tonight. Well, I keep saying
Oh.
that, but it's still only at 6.
I did
Don't
think
know
of
where
you
the
today when I
echo's
was
from.
at Walmart going through one of the sections, and I saw a case of Red Bull, and I was wondering what would happen. You would do if you received a case of Red Bull from me.
Send it back.
It'd be for your Saturday Night Lives. You need them.
I would still send it back.
It's a trade for Ian's bracelet.
Trade. That one was a gift.
I get
And I
that,
said I
but
would give him as a gift.
well, you got his measurements now. You said 3/4, huh? 7 3/4.
Yeah, I'll probably do 7 3/4 because remember those buckles have the adjusters. So I'll set
Right.
his for the center one. If it's too small, he can go to the outer one. If it's too big, he can go to the inner one.
Well, I've gone to the inner one.
Apparently, according to Grace, you're the one that's echoing.
Okay, give me a second. I will be right back.
Alrighty.
And now I can barely hear Jason, but
Yeah, your end is low. He is high.
yeah, I don't know what to do. Everyone else said my audio was fine.
Yep. Your audio is low, and he is extremely loud. So I'm wondering if your mic. I don't know what's going on.
That is weird.
I have you turned up all the way that I can barely hear you.
I mean, the only thing I can do is restart the chat, or restart the whole live, but
Nah, don't restart it for me. Am I echoing? It's got to be my
Jason
end.
is also echoing.
So I just restarted my computer.
Don't know. Let me just refresh my main page here. Hopefully, it doesn't kick me out. Give me a second, gents. I'll be right
Okay.
back.
Echoes, yes or no?
I don't know. You have to ask
Yes.
Grace. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay, I don't hear anything.
Yeah, they're saying that I am echoing.
I don't think I'm echoing anymore.
That's because I have it turned up all the way,
Hmm.
just so I can try and hear Cliff.
I got echo cancellation on, so
Yeah.
okay. I got echo cancellation and reduced background noise. How you doing, Jason? How you doing, Molly?
Oh, we're just getting ready for tonight's power outage.
Oh, you got a storm coming through?
No, they are fixing another power relay station before it gets to where we live,
Ooh.
part of the transmission line.
Okay.
Hello.
That closed everything down and reopened.
Yep. Hello, everybody in the chat there.
I am completely mobile now. My truck is working again.
Hmm.
Got it fixed yesterday.
That's good.
Yeah, this kid who did it, he took all day to do it, and he only charged me for the job, not for the time. And he is somebody. I'm one of those guys who I will definitely go back to.
All right. I don't know if that's working or not. I refreshed my page and checked my settings. I don't know what's going on.
Well,
I said everybody else can hear you fine. I don't know why I can barely hear you.
My guess is you're pulling a call-in.
My hands are right here. I can still hear myself.
I didn't say pushing a button.
By the way, this is done by Mac.
And yet no Mac is a tech is a crack is a Mac is whack has joined us.
He's been in here 3 times before you opened up the door, so to speak.
He'll wander in again.
Deb's here.
And Deb. I know where he's Deb.
Yeah, I hear a slight echo.
How about now?
Testing, 1, 2, 3. A little bit.
Ooh, Clean is echoing again. So Colin is echoing again.
I've got echo cancellation and stuff on, and no,
Yeah, my echo cancel's on too. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I could check my settings again, but audio's got me echo.
Let me check on
cancellation's
the StreamYard side.
and audio is on automatic, so
I got my mic on automatic too. My reduced background noise and echo cancellation.
I could just be having my mic could just be going out on this thing finally, which means I might actually have to be forced to buy a new speaker or a new webcam. Don't particularly like to.
I'm gonna double check my mic settings
Under
just to be
echoing.
honest. I'm checking.
Oh, Mr. Rob on the road has finally graced me with his presence. How are you doing, Mr. Rob? Or I can't say Rob on the road. I gotta say Rob at the pub. It's either Rob at the pub or Rob at the sandwich place. Or Rob at some bike rally. Filming it. Or Rob at a museum. Freaking exhausted. You been working that much, or you just trying to avoid all the flooding? No, that is not supposed to be that loose. And now I know what the problem is with this damn buckle.
Is it echoing now?
I don't know. It's still echoing on my side. I'm checking everything. I got echo cancellation on. I'm checking my mic settings on my computer. It never echoed before.
Hello, Rob.
I feel you on that one, burning the candle at all 3 ends. Left end, right end, and the middle.
Yeah, the further we're getting along in the video, the less and less I'm hearing Cliff.
What the God's name was that?
I have no idea.
You got a ghost.
Who does?
You do.
Who's you?
The door
One speaking.
closed behind you.
That was Jenny closing the door.
Oh, telling you you're too damn loud? No, I don't have any. I have no screens open. This is literally
Neither do I.
you got right now.
The only thing I've got open is this. I got nothing else open.
Rob says you're the only one echoing. Nobody else is echoing.
No, I don't. I don't have anything else going. I literally got one window open, and that's this. And I got my echolocation.
I'm just going off what chat says.
Okay, let me shut everything off and turn it back on.
I said, I'm not complaining. Like I said, I'm just going off of what they're telling me.
Hear me?
I don't think he's got him in right now. He's in the he's in his office, so he doesn't have him in.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
But I still have no idea what's going on. I'm changing my.
I don't know. It could just straight up be a StreamYard issue today.
Yeah, it could be. Now, it could be that Colin's hearing aids microphone could be on. Oh, it just got worse.
Oh, now I can barely hear Colin. Yeah, I can hear Jason. I can hear you guys just fine.
Yeah, I have my volume all the way up, and I have to get real close to the speaker to hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, geez, that's too loud.
You almost blew out Jason's ears.
Well, he was complaining.
Yeah.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
he's saying he can't hear me. I don't know why.
Yeah, I can hear one, but not the other.
Okay, I took my echo cancellation off.
Now your voice got really, really low, Colin.
How about now?
Let's turn your echo back on.
Yeah.
Because you see, now I can hear myself through your screen.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez. Okay, you're fine there. Just
Okay, turn it down to 150. I'm still getting an echo.
yeah, it's got to be on your end then. 'Cause
It's
Trying
got
to
to
figure out
be
what
one.
it is. Okay, I'm gonna close everything down and try again.
all right, everybody speak now and forever hold your piece of chocolate candy bar so it doesn't melt in your mouth, not in your hand. Jason, what do you got to say? Because now we can determine who's got echo.
Like I said, I can barely hear you at all. It's really weird, really weird.
And usually, normally, we don't have any issues with this.
Yeah, even on the YouTube side, I can barely hear you.
That is weird. Rolos. I love me some Rolos.
It's like somebody's slowly turning your volume down.
That is weird.
Yeah, it's
All
got to
I'm
be
gonna
the streamer
check something here then.
or YouTube or something. It's the solar flares.
Right.
Oh, she hears me echoing now.
Let me. I'm gonna
Well-
mute my speaker for a second.
I guess it's fate telling me I need to get ready for the power outage then. I guess it's fate telling me I need to get ready for the power outage then.
I got that twice. That's because I had the echo on my side. Okay, I'm gonna try something real quick. I might be silent for a bit. I'm gonna bring this guy back up.
Okay, my neck wing. You hear me?
I don't hear anything.
Can anybody hear me?
I can hear Colin.
You can or no?
Oh yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, I rebooted my computer completely,
I had to too.
but I'm not echoing anymore. Right?
Deb says I was still echoing.
Okay. Okay, I'm glad at least people can hear me now. I'm happy about that.
No, we were able to hear you fine. You were loud. It's like somebody's slowly turning.
Okay,
Volume
I
down.
just clicked on my YouTube side and then the echo started. Okay,
Yeah,
I don't hear any
I was
echoes.
silent because I muted myself to test something. I went back to rewatch the live on the YouTube side, and yeah, I sound hella quiet on there for some reason, and I'm normally extremely loud.
I can hear you just fine. But
Even when
as
I'm
soo-
like staring at when I'm facing the speaker, I don't know what is going on. I might have to just spend the money, get a new computer, get a new system for this, and just start from scratch.
because your computer is old, Cliff.
It's only like 12 years old, 13 years old.
Yeah, I'm guessing that it's
Now the
universe-
echo's on your side.
Yes. I'm trying to tell you guys something. I guess the universe is telling me I need to get ready for tonight, so I'm gonna put you guys a little bit later on.
Okay.
All right.
Love you guys.
All right. Everybody have fun. Have a good night, and I'll catch everybody on the next one.
Yeah, be well, safe, Jason.
Okay. Am I okay now? No, I'm echoing. What the hell?
I don't know.
Let me try something. Right
Every time
back.
we try something, it gets worse.
I'm hoping it doesn't. Give me a sec.
All right, now we're just down to me. Me and Mr. Rob. Me, my thoughts, and I. That is a terrible. My tube is not open. I'm just kidding. Colin is no longer here with us. He has ran himself into the chat base. He fell out of the basement. He's now currently in the ground. I have my YouTube page on, but I have mine muted, just so I can give myself watch hours. Yeah, no. Honestly, I think it's just StreamYard being weird. They might be doing an update. Or
Okay.
something funny.
Am I echoing? I don't think so.
Don't-
I've got YouTube completely closed. I don't have my windows up or anything.
got
Soon as I
my-
open
got
up the
my window
YouTube
up, I
chat-
still need to run the exhaust vent for my air conditioner.
Cliff, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Yeah. As soon as I open up my YouTube chat, it starts opening. It just to let it, pop it out. It starts echoing.
So that part, that's on you. Something's going wrong on your side for that.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, if I don't open it up, it's fine. But it's just never done that before. Yeah,
I'm
YouTube
telling
is
you, I
being a
think
pain down.
StreamYard's being weird.
It is. It must be something StreamYard's doing.
StreamYard's
But,
currently being affected by the solar flares.
We were out yard selling today. I got a freebie. Joel and Jenny got a freebie today.
More water bottles?
Hey, it's a free brand new Nalgene.
The skinny bottles?
It's the only problem is I'm not really a big fan of this style, but this thing is brand new. It's never been, even though here's the funny part: it's from 2022, but it's never been used.
Some people just get them. Sometimes they win them, get them for free, and they just leave them there.
It's all my fault.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm holding your tent hostage here.
No, I've got I'll admit, I've got 3 clean canteens that are just sitting here on the floor. I have used like one of them. Rest of them just sit there. I don't know how.
Well, I've got my other ones, wide mouth ones that I normally use. I got my glow in the dark. I've got my green one, and I've got my purple one, which is up there behind me.
Yeah, I have like 6 Nalgenes, and 4 of which I don't have lids for. And then I've got my 2 new ones. My new one.
I did pick up these, Cliff. These are whatever you want to call them.
Plastic bags.
No, this is the you got the ropes.
Tarp keepers. Or line tensioners.
Got them for $3. Brand new in the bag.
Deb's got to go. She's got to get up early, apparently. Good night, Deb. Be well, be safe. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Oh, but before you go, could you give us a bit of the birdie updates?
Yeah.
How are the birdies doing?
How's Chicken Little doing? And Foghorn Leghorn. We're going to start naming them, Cliff. We have to.
That's going to be breakfast. That one's going to be biscuits and gravy.
Chicken a la King. We got to get that one in there somewhere.
It's going to be pheasant a la mode.
Pheasant, but they're quail.
There's still a pheasant. Still a bird.
Wasn't there a cartoon quail somewhere in Looney Tunes?
Pretty sure there was. And it was not Foghorn Leghorn.
No.
He was a huge cock.
Yes, he
Sereno,
was.
how's it going? Good to see you, dear. God, I just realized my string is back. This thing was sitting outside.
Quentin Quayle. That was his name.
Yeah, I feel like that was either Looney Tunes or Animaniacs.
But this is all old Looney Tunes, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it was Looney Tunes. Merry Melodies from 1946.
Scott. That's funny. I have a foghorn leghorn. Nice.
We're more at a freezer camp. Okay.
Appreciate it.
It was an aardvark like
Jemima's aunt.
honest pancakes. Aunt Jemima's aunt.
That's gonna be a sticky pancake.
That's going to be definitely a sticky wicket.
Wiki stick it.
Oh, I do have something I wanted to show you that I got from Garden Wise. So this is garden related.
So it wasn't a tomato?
Oh no, I did harvest one of my smaller tomatoes today. I'm going to open.
Tomato, potato, tomato. Ouch. Night, Debbie. Well. Oh. I ate 2 good sandwiches and I freaking got the hiccups now. Ooh, Colin's gonna show me.
This is some of the tools. No, the hose downstairs. That was from last weekend. No, this one here. I've got you got the spade. I got a post hole digger because you always need one of those.
Spade, a rake, and
an edger.
An edger.
The hoe and the other the straight blade edger is down in the basement right now. And I got something else. Jenny picked up a new plant too, full-blown plant.
Yeah, I'm
watch
putting
this.
a certain plant in a certain area because I am tired of killing them. I've killed 3 of these damn things, which is really irritating. Those look like petunias.
I'm not sure what it is. Jenny does. I don't. Let me. Hey, hi.
Looks like a damn petunia.
She's got new headsets she picked up today, and she can't hear anything with them on.
Don't look like this is the wrong leaf pattern.
Huh?
Not petunias. I wonder what the hell those are. Those don't look like.
Give me a second. I'm gonna go ask her. I'm echoing again. As soon as I open up another window.
Oh, that sucks, Gary. That is definitely not fun.
Okay. I'm not echoing now. Yes, I am.
I don't know. I didn't ask. Pancake, chicken, hamster, cat, clown.
Damn it. As soon as I open up a new window.
Ooh, better do that there, Scott. You better beam up that video into the load screen. You know the funny thing is about that 2 is 1, 1 is none scenario does not work when it comes to legs and arms.
Come on, Mac. Flip wants to see you. No?
I know that sounds terrible, but when you have 2 bad legs, that does not equal 1 good leg.
Hey, Cliff, do me a favor. Drop me down and bring me back up.
Bye.
Okay. Nope. Still echoing.
I don't know.
It's an impatiens. That's the plant.
Impatience?
Yeah. Damn it.
Guess it's in a hurry?
I don't know.
Oh, that it is. Oh, that's a touch-me-not.
Impatient.
No,
But-
that's the freaking scientific name. That's the standard that everybody goes by is the touch-me-not. Planting with Pablo. It's not really a good shade plant. Those plants don't get that big. I think they grow to maybe a foot and a half. I think maybe for the most part. Oh, impatiens. Not impatience. But also known as a touch.
Night, Gary.
All right. Prayers be out to you there, Gary.
A quick possum video?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what he said. He's got a quick possum video that he's got to load. He hasn't loaded it yet, so you better get on that, Scott.
I keep on waiting for a fire up Friday, and I don't see him.
He hasn't done a Fire Up Friday in a while due to family stuff.
Okay.
He stated that in, like, what, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago?
I have not seen it. Sorry.
Yeah, it was, I believe he did a short on it and then, like, a 3 or 4 minute video on there when he was doing his, like, the last Fire Up Friday.
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah, I try to stay on top of videos as much as I can. I catch videos here and there. So, yeah, it's... If he feels like telling you or telling everyone else, that's up to him again. But, yeah, he did do a video on why he's not been doing it. Yeah, great. This tweener done unplugged himself.
Okay. Am I echoing now?
Work been rough, along with a few other things, Scott.
Oh, I bet.
feel you on that one, brother.
What does the okay? We already said
Anchovies.
Anchovies.
Ew. Your one guy finally came back?
Oh, he's got a partner that's supposed to help take cover of the territories, and he's been gone for a while because he got injured. He just coming
Oh,
back.
is that the guy that went out with was it the back injury or leg injury?
Something like that.
I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
she can. Serena says she can barely hear you. Am I echoing, folks? Because I don't hear an echo now. It stopped echoing.
I cannot goddamn spell today. Yeah, sorry. And the thing is, I'm speaking directly into this. I normally.
I can hear you fine. I have no issues with your sound, Cliff. I can hear you
that's what
5 by
it was,
5.
broken back. See, I do remember it was a back issue. See, I do. Oddly enough, I remember things when people tell me stuff.
Yeah, that part I knew about all that. It's just the fact is. Okay, cool. Thank you, Serena.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, darling. It's StreamYard's been weird since I started this live stream.
Well, like I told you, Scott, I plan on coming up and visit you now that my truck's working, and I got a good mechanic to work on my truck now that I trust.
See, Grace hears all of us just fine
Okay.
for the most part. I don't know what's going on. Scott, I think everything's fine on Scott's end too. I don't know. Oh, I
Auto
hate
caption?
captions.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, when you're doing live playback, live plays, you can actually run that on there.
I'm not used to being on that side of it, so I'm usually on this side of it. I was actually watching Trapper Jay before I started your live, so he was doing some bow fishing and he lost his bow. So
How does one lose a bow fishing? Hey,
that's a
there's
good question. I had to stop the video before I could find out.
Matt. Gotcha.
Hey, Matt.
Out of curiosity, on your side, how's my audio? We've been having mixed.
Are we echoing
mixed
or
reviews.
anything? She has cicadas in her gardens. Do they eat plants? Yes.
They'll eat the leaves, but they usually just eat the trees. They will eat your leaves, but they're not going to be as voracious as like caterpillars. Cicadas just make.
If they start eating if they're eating your thyme, if they're eating your parsley and sage as well, watch out for the singing. They'll start singing after that.
Matt says my audio and video, and my audio is 5x5 over here, so.
Same for this is what I got for me.
I don't know. It's just being weird because I went back on my YouTube side, and even on the YouTube end, I could like doing the replay, I could barely hear myself, and I'm fairly loud. It's not like I'm a quiet person.
I don't have my hearing aids in or anything, and I can hear you just fine.
Yeah, remember I'm half German, so we are loud as hell.
I'm not German in any way, shape, or form, but I can hear you just fine.
I have not gotten the video yet, or I got it, but I did not get it until like a minute before I started the live. So I have to go back and watch that to see what happened, to see how many plants you lost.
Ooh, that's not good.
Done waxing and gathering pouch and another neck pouch. Alrighty.
That's cool.
I almost stopped reading that as after you said done waxing. Like, bro,
a gathering? Okay.
No, he said done waxing. The minute I said done waxing, I was like, that's more information than I need right there, brother.
Well, at least he's not waxing something else there, Cliff.
That's why I almost stopped at that.
Yeah, I'm going to roll for embarrassment here. Oh, I passed it with an 18, so I'm good.
Ugh.
What sort of like, oh man, ants in the pants or squirrels in the pants? Which one do you rather have?
Ants in the pants. Yeah, no, they don't do it. Like I said, they'll eat a little bit, but they're not as bad as like your caterpillars, man. You get a small caterpillar and.
Or a potato bug.
This is a small caterpillar. By the next day, that caterpillar is not a small caterpillar. It's a large caterpillar. And then once it gets to a large caterpillar, it's like, where'd my plant go?
Scott says TMI, huh?
Almost.
Well, at least he said pouch instead of bag. True?
I mean... It's one of those you never quite know. Still got an hour to go. I don't do like the first 30, 40 minutes went by like, I remember seeing the 20-minute mark and I'm like, all right, 10 more minutes, I'm going to throw the link in there. And the next thing I knew, it was like 50 minutes into the live. I was like, what the heck?
Well, that one card you showed off, that your duplicate one, that you said it was a spear, but that one looks so much like a regular arrowhead to me.
It is an arrowhead, but you can still use it as a spearhead.
If you're going to use that for I would use it for bow fishing more than anything else. I would think.
I would rather, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to use the frog gig, the little tiny frog gig that's on there as a for that matter.
As long as you have a bow, I mean, there's no way my hand speed is going to be fast enough to spear a fish on the underwater, from up above. There's no way.
See, that's the funny thing is, everybody assumes that when you're spear fishing, your spear has to be above the water. That is a major misconception because remember, water refracts where the fish is actually at. So when you're spear fishing, I hate to say this is going to sound stupid. Your spear tip needs to be in the water.
Yeah, but you got to make sure. The only way you're going to be able to see anything is as long as you have like polarized lenses. If you're like
Yeah,
somebody like me who
but
can't
you have
wear
to
polarized
realize,
lenses,
again, water refraction, right? So if
right?
your spear is above the water and you're aiming where you think that fish is at,
Oh,
that's
you
like
you
90%
always
of the
aim
time they
6 inches
miss.
below, 4 to 6 inches below where you think it is.
Which is why I'm saying that if you're spear fishing, you want the tip of the spear in the water because you're going to be able to line that up where the fish is at with the refraction and then just go forward and you're bam right on the fish. Instead of missing the fish 90% of the time because you're off by like half a foot.
I did find out something interesting that I can get upgraded. I get the transition lenses. I can now get polarized transition lenses for my glasses. So my next upgrade of glasses is when I'm going to grab those because I'd rather have that option for bow fishing and other options anyway.
Yeah, bows you definitely got to aim low.
That's why I said 4 to 6 inches on average.
Ah, bass. Love it. Just going to throw these up there so that way Serena knows I'm reading them. Ba-dum.
Is it a barbershop quartet or is it a barbershop trio?
Yeah, the barbershop's always a quartet.
I thought they came in schools.
I'm not even gonna. I've got a really bad retort for that, and I'm just not gonna say it.
You can tell me after, or just type it in the private. That'd be pretty fine.
I don't think it's appropriate for private chat either.
I don't freaking care.
Yeah,
I've been around the world a couple times there, Cliff.
I've been to one side and then back, but I haven't gone around.
An alto, soprano, and a tenor bass make up a barber shop.
Right?
I know.
I'm with you on that one. Oh, and
I actually have
apparently,
friends who are in that kind of thing.
speaking of Australia, they have apparently found a new spider,
That's cool.
unidentified spider, that apparently likes to yeet its food. It is a little tiny spider, and it will take branches and leaves and run line back and forth and get that tighter and tighter and tighter. And then when it's targeted prey, after it leaves a pheromonal scent on the base of the anchor where it is attached to, when it goes with it eats this like green ant is like its favorite thing. It's picky as shit apparently. When the ant goes to bite the area where it's pheromonal, thinking it's like a sweet candy, that thing launches the ant at 140 G's up and over into a waiting web where the ant pretty much essentially dies because it just hit 140 G's.
So it's a catapult spider?
It uses the webbing. So it puts the webbing under tension.
That's a catapult, dude.
It's a spring snare.
No, snares go around something. This one launches something into something else. That makes it a catapult.
It's essentially a trebuchet on steroids. It just launches them, and then it lands into the web where they make the webs, and then the ant just sits like lazy.
Dez is here.
Dez!
Hey, Dez.
Talking about you earlier today, or right at the beginning of the live, I was not expecting you to show up today.
I did hear something new.
How are you feeling?
Sorry.
COD.
I did hear something really interesting about the state of Idaho. A species that's unheard of, but it's rare but not unheard of, was spotted in a lake in Idaho. A freshwater jellyfish.
How the hell you got a freshwater jellyfish in Idaho?
It's about this big, Tiny.
Somebody transported it there.
No. It's a common thing. It's too small to sting anybody, but it is a real thing. There's a video about it on. I'll find it and I'll send it to you. Chief. Okay, you're supposed to be driving the Mack truck, not letting it run over you, Des. And I hope you feel better soon.
I'm not mentioning other things there, Des, just because I got the community post the other night, Friday night, so I more or less I know what's going on. I'm pretty sure Matt knows what's going on.
If Des wanted me to know, she would have told me. So I don't need to know.
If you follow Des, you'll get her community posts.
I get that, but I haven't been on for a while. This is the first time I've opened my laptop in a couple of days since my last live.
Gotcha. Okay, that's good that you're at home at least. I'm telling y'all, none of y'all believe me, but this is the reason why I'm never in any of these places and I never call in sick at work. Is stuff, whatever out there bacterial-wise, whatever, it cannot survive on nacho cheese, Doritos, and freaking hot dogs.
Oh, don't forget explosions.
You can explode a hot dog.
No, you being in an explosion.
It's whatever it is StreamYard, and here's the funny thing. It's like half and half with my viewership right now. Half of them can hear me just fine. The other half, it sounds like I'm talking through a pillow. And y'all know full damn well I'm loud as hell on here, even when I'm quiet. Oh, nice.
Good job about donating that to someone who needed it. That's a cool thing. $300 was the highest bid.
That is awesome of you, Serena. That is how a community should work. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I'm speaking.
I think it's StreamYard. It's got to be.
I feel it has to be. It's doing something funny.
It's either echoing me or making you low.
I did not change any of my settings. I don't touch any of my settings. I plug my speaker in. Oh no! Do not put boiled eggs in a microwave.
You can put an egg in the microwave if you put a hole in it first.
No,
but you got to put a hole in it first.
No, is what these people are doing is they're taking a boiled egg, they're deshelling it, and sticking just the naked egg on a plate for like a minute.
I had not heard that.
And what happens is all of the heat gets trapped inside the yolk, and it basically turns it into a pressure cooker. And the minute they put any sort of pressure on it that sucker just explodes.
Oh, I know what that is. That's an MRE bomb.
And I have seen so many people on Instagram, YouTube, freaking, I'm pretty sure that shit started on TikTok because that's where most of this crap starts. And the shocked look when an egg just goes boof.
Hey, Cliff, do you need any of these?
What, heater rations? No.
No, just the heaters. I don't need them. I don't have a use for them.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
The hell you don't. I can tell you at least 4 different uses for that right now, even if you're not cooking a meal.
What?
For one, that's a body heater.
I got stuff for that.
You throw that sucker folded up with your required amount of water at the end of your sleeping bag for a foot warmer, you're going to be toasty all damn night long, assuming you don't cook your feet.
Not gonna. I've got something for that already. Right.
It is. I would recommend just keeping them and using them as heaters.
I got a whole bunch of these if I need that. Or I've got hand warmers, All kinds of hand warmers.
Who the heck 24 karat gold plates a uranium coin? Just the uranium alone on something like that is going to be worth like 20 grand.
Okay, was that depleted uranium? I'm hoping.
Might have been just processed uranium for consumer use, because depleted uranium they usually use for military.
No, they use full grade plutonium, uranium for that. The stuff that you use like uranium glass.
See, that's why.
Okay, that's
I
probably
had
why I
a
was
feeling
echoing
that was
too.
part of the reason. Ooh, damn. And the sad part is, I know how expensive that shit is.
How expensive is it?
So my boss goes down to Mexico roughly 2 to 3 times a year for various reasons, because he does have family down there. I told him one time when he was down there to get me a bottle of vanilla. He texted me from over there. 4-ounce bottle of vanilla was $100.
Dang.
I said, never mind.
Can you get the seeds?
100% pure Mexican vanilla extract, and I was like, hell no.
No, Cliff, can you get the seeds?
What seeds?
Vanilla.
There's no in vanilla extract. There's no seeds.
No. Because you can always make your own extract. That's not the issue. But it's the vanilla itself you got to grow.
You know how much vanilla bean you need to make 4 ounces of vanilla?
No, I don't.
Stuff?
No, I don't.
A lot. A lot. You need the equivalent of like 1 tree to make that much high purity. It's like 100%. It is extremely expensive. And Scott, that is gross, but yes, I know it can be done under the right conditions. And see, even Matt says keep them heaters for emergency situations. Yes, I agree. Here's a surprising one that you may or may not have thought of for using those MRE heater packs. Take the heater unit itself, you don't even need the bag, and just chuck that sucker in a tub of water.
Heating up water.
Huh?
Heating up water.
Yeah. If you are in a grid down, power out situation and you happen to be one of those people that decides, 2 hours before to fill up your bathtub full of water, or all of your sinks after you've sterilized and cleaned them with bleach, just so you have extra drinking water, you can put one of those just straight up in the freaking sink and have hot water.
Yeah, but you can't use it for anything because it's contaminated with chemicals.
It's contaminated with chemicals, but you still have hot water.
Yeah.
Even if you want to just put a little bit of water in the bag and then just seal the bag in and just throw it in the sink, no contamination, and you will get hot water.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen those things damn near boil water.
Have you seen those ceramic candle heaters, Cliff?
And yes, Scott, they can actually. If you got a small enough bag, you put enough tension on there with the right amount of water, yes, they will explode. So what was that, Colin?
Those ceramic candle warmers, heaters.
Oh, the freaking space heaters, essentially?
Yeah, with their upside down ceramic flower pots.
Yeah.
And the tea light candles.
Yeah, I somehow, Serena, I don't believe that's depleted uranium, because that shit is like extremely expensive per ounce. Like wicked expensive. Yeah, scrambled eggs won't. I know it. Technically, they will.
They pop. They do pop. Which is a mini explosion.
Yeah, vanilla bean, not seeds. Yeah, well, I mean, it's technically a seed if you think about it. It's just a really big seed. I think the largest seed is technically a coconut.
It is.
I believe by agricultural standards, the coconut is the largest seed.
Can we put the lime in the coconut?
We could. There you go, Scotty Scott.
I know he's going to call me tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm a.
He was supposed to call me last weekend, but he didn't.
Yeah.
I want to make sure he goes with me to the next Washtenaw County Flea Market.
Nice. That's a good goal right there.
That's what I'm talking about. The terracotta pots is what I'm talking about, Scott.
Yeah. They work to an extent, but I mean, you have to have the like absolute perfect setup for it, and you're not really going to be heating the space that a lot of these things actually will say that you can heat.
Now, a room like mine, which is not freaking huge or anything like that, a average size one, if I keep the closet closed, should be enough to warm this room up to probably around 65.
If you have, yeah, if you have the proper setup. I know Sean used to do that in his house. He would have the big old ceramic and then just lay that out there. But you have to have a lot of tea lights to do that, because the average tea light's only going to put out like, I think it was the equivalent of like a 40-watt light bulb.
Yeah, but if
Watt.
you generally use 4 of them at the same time.
Yeah, but even with 4 of them, I've tried that in my greenhouse with the tiers, and in all honesty, even after like an hour, I could still grab the top ceramic and just move it. The bottom one was hotter, but in all honesty, you're better off just using like 4 or 5 of the like 100-hour or 50-hour like liquid wax candles.
Like the emergency candles.
Yeah. I've got plenty of those. I've got like 8 packs of those damn things, and each one of those is like 50 hours.
I would like to know how people what they do to put in those to make them last that long. I mean, because one of the things I was talking about when I talked about them on my live the other day was one of these, Cliff.
Yeah, citronella candles.
Because it was, that right there is about the size of the little circle here, the little in here. It's the size of a tea light, and you can get tea lights by the hundreds at Hobby Lobby, Walmart, you name it.
Yeah, but those things are only good for about maybe 2 to 4 hours. I think they're good for about 4 hours, and then they're useless after that.
Well, I can make my own candles. I've got paraffin wax by the block.
I've got a ton of it. I'm telling you, dude, the best candle I have ever made, I kid you not. I had this thing burning for 18 hours straight, and it barely made a dent in the candle itself. The frosting jars.
Right.
Little white frosting jars, the Betty Crocker frosting jars. Clean one of those out. Get a solid, and I'm talking, you need a thick piece of cotton cord. Don't get that flimsy shit they sell in like hobby stores or like Walmart craft section. Get yourself a thick ass piece of cotton cord. Baker's twine would probably be your best bet, because that's fairly thick. Heat that or soak that in your hot wax for a few minutes, just so it can absorb into the fibers. Let that basically hang it over something, like the same way they normally hang candles. You usually get the long piece of wax and they dip them. You get the 2 candles, but they're always connected by the wick. Get a pencil, get a stick, whatever have you. Hang that in a cup, so you have those things when they dry, they're straight vertical. If you have the option of a wax or the mounting piece and the little metal tab at the bottom, if not, easiest thing to do is a piece. Just get a piece of hot wax at the bottom. Set the end of the candle wick in there. Let it solidify for about 10-15 minutes so it's nice and hard. And then pour your wax slowly into that. Wait till it gets to the top. For some reason, when that stuff cools off, it shrinks. I don't know why, it just does it. Pour more into it until you're almost at the top. That candle alone will last you solid burn probably 2 weeks. Like,
Well, just there is an option you may not considered, Cliff.
Bearded Eagle, brother, what's going on?
Hey, Eagle. You can get washers with a really small hole, and if you get the large enough wick, you can just tie a knot in the wick and put it through the hole, then you're good to go. Use that at the bottom, and it's reusable, so you don't have to worry about it ever wearing out.
Yeah, see, that even Scott's like waste of time unless the only thing you get candle terracotta pots.
Well, that's the only kind you would use. It's the only way you can do it.
Yeah, see,
That's what I was talking about in the first place, Scott.
To be honest, that's the one thing that you do not ever want to make a wax candle in is a terracotta pot.
It would get so hot.
No, it doesn't. The problem is when that wax gets hot, it seeps into the pores of the terracotta.
So waterproof.
That you cannot do anything with that container. That container is essentially waterproof.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get that terracotta pot to be useful again after you have a candle in it is to set it in a large pot of boiling water and leave it in there. Eventually,
what do the clones say to the perfume? Don't marry me, I haven't got a cent.
Yeah, those. Now, the emergency hobo stoves, those work. The like wax in the cart. If you do like the cardboard rolls and then you fill it with wax and light it on fire, those work.
You could use a container just like this. Do that. Wouldn't be very big, but you wouldn't have to have very big. Now, I wouldn't use that candle because it is a citronella one, but yeah.
Surprisingly, here's the thing. You could mix citronella with regular wax candles. You just get a slightly more diffused version of the citronella. It'll still work to keep some bugs away.
Is it like, see, so there's supposed to be some other stuff that works just as well as citronella, though?
Yeah, it's lavender and mint.
I like both. I prefer mint if I was going to choose anything of the three.
Yeah, so supposedly those particular plants are designed to keep pests away. But I'm going to tell you right now, whoever thought about that or
discovered that,
it might have been true back when it was initially discovered that those particular the scent or whatever pheromones of those plants kept bugs away. That is not the case in this day and age. I am sorry. I have literally watched mosquitoes and other bugs land on those plants that those plants are physically supposed to repel. Yep.
I haven't really looked at it much, but I only paid $3 for it, and I figured it was worth having on, keeping in my collection. I just refound it today in my, in the living room.
And that's exactly why you don't put wax candles in terracotta pots, Grace. That's because they're porous. That wax will actually seep into the pores and turn the inside of that thing 100% waterproof. Now, it's great if you have a terracotta pot that does not have a hole in the bottom, because now you have a waterproof bowl or cup.
As long as it doesn't have a hole in the bottom.
Serena, that's funny.
No, actually, I hate to tell you this, Serena, I'm dyslexic. I won't have that issue because I already do that anyway. Yes. Trying to tell a dyslexic that? Come on.
Yeah, that is one of the ways to do it, Eagle, is, oh, God damn it, piss off. Fucking pop up. I'm in the middle. Get off, I'm in the middle of a live, you stupid. Ah, damn it. Antivirus, piss off. I'm trying to do a live here. Something just flew by me. Yeah, I've got, dude. I can make hundreds of them because I literally just threw away like 12 flats of egg carton.
I've
got-
been stacking them in my up on my thing because I was going to go get some eggs from
I've got
Scott.
wax, sawdust, lint. I can do blend of all of that stuff. And you just, again, you just pour wax in there, and if you need a fire starter, you just rip off a pad, and those things will burn for like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, they burn for a long time. A long time. Yeah, that's what, again, with the commercial flats where you get 12.5 eggs in there.
I love those. You getting that by that bulk.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I get them for free at work all the time because we go through a ton of eggs for the salad. So we get a case of those every week and a half, every 2 weeks. We go through a case of eggs.
Spell silk 5 times.
Silk, or SILK, 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 SILK. Okay. My brain is wired differently, so a lot of these do not work on me.
What's supposed to happen?
Milk. Damn it. She got me on that one, son of a bitch.
What'd she say?
She said, what do cows drink? My dumb ass said milk. They drink water.
No. Hold on, Cliff. Calves drink milk.
No, she said, what do cows drink? And my dumb ass said milk.
Yeah, but what are calves? Baby
Calf
cows.
is a baby cow, but a standard cow will drink water. It eats
That's
grass.
true. That's true.
She got me on that one, and the sad part is I saw it coming.
Chocolate milk from a chocolate cow. Chocolate water.
Who's got chocolate water?
Eagle.
Eagle's got chocolate. Who's chocolate water?
Technically, that's true in some, because hot chocolate is made with hot water.
No.
Hot chocolate is made with hot water.
Isn't cocoa or hot cocoa chocolate water?
I just said that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to. Oh, she got me on that one. She 100% got me on that one. I'll admit.
That was good.
Like I said, I saw it coming, and I still freaking said milk.
I've seen you do that decaffeinated joke before.
Decaffeinated? I have not seen that one.
I have.
Might have, not on here, I don't think. Might have been on Shawnee's channel. Oh,
okay, wait a second here. Where's it? Oh, here we go. Hey, Cliff. Here you go.
What is that? Chocolate? Oh yeah, but that's a protein powder.
You know what you have to put in this to make it work?
Water. That is everything with the MREs. It's all water. Yet here's the thing: majority of the time, you're not issued more than 2 liters of water.
I'm just trying to figure what's got in. Okay, this thing's got 280 calories in this thing.
Yeah, I could eat a candy bar that has that much.
But 260 milligrams of salt.
Again, we all know why those MREs have so much damn salt in them.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not for flavor. Trust me, those things, regardless, they taste like shit.
Okay, this is all the accessory packs of 6 MREs.
And somehow that does not have Tabasco sauce in it. They still have those.
I got, of the 6, I got 2 of them.
praying mantis. I knew the praying mantis joke was coming. I was waiting for that one, Serena. I knew it was coming after the ladybug joke.
Oh, if you were talking about higher power, wouldn't it technically be lightning bug?
No, that would be Pothead Jesus.
No, lightning bug.
I don't think you got that one, Colin.
Huh?
I don't think you got that one.
No, I did. But if you were talking about power, electricity, lightning.
Yeah, but we're talking about a higher power would be Pothead Jesus.
Where does lightning come from, Cliff?
Technically from the ground.
Oh, most people don't know that. Usually they say it's from the sky, but yeah.
No, Scott, that's what you call a fly with no wings.
That's true, Eagle. I hope you watch that between uses there, Cliff.
That would be... Oh, God. There was a whole spiel on that one who was actually charged, and it was not Charles. It was not Charles.
It was Camilla.
Yeah, it was the wife. Yes. I cleaned it with my mouth. It's a coated bamboo stick. I don't know where the other one went. I have it somewhere. I thought I had the other one over here, but apparently not. Well, so apparently as of this moment, I have officially lost the other half of this.
It'll be there when you least expect it.
I don't know where it went. Normally I have it either sticking in the cup over here or it's laying right here, but it's not.
Check the floor.
It's not on the floor. That's the funny part.
It grew legs like a walking stick.
Bro, my room is a disaster, and it's a pain just to find anything in here half the time. But if nothing is moved, I know where it's all at. Oh, I forgot I have those things. Yeah, I don't know where it's at. Oh, you know
That's a good one on the Nat King Cole one there, Serena.
It's not in there. Oh, I thought it was going to be in there. I almost dumped my glass over. I have it over here somewhere. I think I don't know. I'll find it when I'm not looking for it. When I'm not trying to find it. What is an insect's favorite singer? Nat King Cole. Ooh, that's a good one.
I said that. That's what I was talking about. That's one of the better ones. I haven't heard of that one.
What I asked. Wait. What? Scott? What was Scott asking? Oh, sorry. Yeah, a fly. Walk. Yeah, it again. Let's just say it's in the dishwasher. I wish, dude, I don't stick bamboo in the dish. I'd rather wash that in hot water with a rag. Ooh, nice one.
What about a insect's favorite Marvel spy, Natasha Romanoff, otherwise known as Black Widow?
Huh. Do you know how hard it is to find her, by the way?
Hmm?
Because she's always roaming off.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So is her sister.
It's really hard to keep track of her.
Or her sister. You've seen the movies.
Yup.
Order of the Bloody Mary.
Order of...
I got you messed up.
Order, and my brain was like... Order. I was about to say something randomly obscure, and it did... Like, I had to catch myself.
I just said order a Bloody Mary. The Order of the Bloody Mary sounds like a monk order or something.
It sounds like a weird cult from like D&D or
possibly.
Order of the Bloody Mary. Oh, that sounds like a terrible Christian religious group.
It's a
I'm sorry.
it's a heavy metal band. That's what it sounds like.
That'd be terrible to read like. Black Widow, always in the know. Well, I fed one of those a stink bug the other day. I picked it up with my gloves and I dropped it right in a Black Widow nest. Took it a while to get to it, but I don't know if it actually took it out or if it was like, oh, I don't like this thing, and pulled it out of the net. Flock off. Oh, that's what we got to do with the flock cameras. We got to flock off all the flock cameras.
Someone goes up with a drone with a spray can on it and have it spray all
Dude,
the.
everyone's just cutting them down. It costs more to cut them because you figure you cut it down and it takes them about 3 to 4 days to put a new one up. But nobody has figured out that once you cut them down, you fill the damn pipe with concrete. Because now they have to dig it out to get to the cable where it's not full of concrete, which is going to take them even longer. You need permits to dig.
The problem is that they're putting them on people's private property.
Yep.
And they have a right to remove it from their own private property. And the government doesn't own them.
Nope. They're not even owned by the state. They're owned by a third-party company that contracts through the state or local jurisdiction. And a lot of them now have figured out those things are not worth having because they're basically spying on you.
They have no control where all the information goes.
Nope. Oh, they know where it goes, but the problem is who can access it. So basically, it's just a
free for all.
It's turning into a surveillance state, but we're not going to get into the political aspects of that because I don't want to get my channel shut down over this crap. But yeah, I found one the other day, last week when I was driving around. I was like, ooh, I need to get rid of that thing.
Night, Scott. See you tomorrow. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right, Scott. See you. Got to run. Fire camp going. Oh, fire going at camp. All right. Oh, he's at camp. I thought he was just chilling at the house.
Oh, he's was going to Sturgis this weekend.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Well, I hope you're going to have fun over there. Don't do anything I would do. And if you do, make sure you're safe. Anyways, also, drink plenty of water because I've been through Sturgis and that shit is hot as hell in the summer.
But not straight water. Make sure you drink Gatorade too.
The pool down there, that's actually a rather nice pool. It is a huge ass. Look at like one area. It's got like 3 big ass pools.
Cliff, down? Really?
What?
You're down compared to him. He's up in South Dakota.
I said up or down there, up there, down.
You said down.
Down
there, you said.
But anyways,
down there?
Cool.
Where do you think he's at?
They still have a really nice pool down over in Sturgis. So I was, like I said, I was there once when I was younger, and I had a blast, actually. We missed Sturgis by like a couple of days, but they still had a lot of the residuals from the event. But it was still pretty chill. They had a lot of cool restaurants over there, that's for damn sure. And a lot
You know what I would love to do up there after an event like that? Oh, I would go metal detecting after an event like that, Cliff.
Oh, you don't even need a metal detector after an event. Like, you just walk around the streets and you find stuff.
You could probably make a mint just by walking around.
Yeah. You don't know how much rain you got yesterday, Serena?
Where's she at?
That is a good question. I've never bothered to ask.
No, state. I don't need to know exact location. I mean, state-wise.
I'm pretty sure I've been informed. I just honestly don't remember.
Every time I see her she reminds me of the lady who introduced my wife to my wife back in the day.
Oh, you got she says probably at Oklahoma.
Okay.
So she gets more wind than rain.
My sister's down there.
Actually, so to be honest, she's actually not that far from me. Then that's only like an 8-hour drive, roughly. But that also depends on where, like what city she's in Oklahoma. I don't need this information, Serena. I'm just
No, we're just
here.
Basic stuff.
My my uncle used to drive to Oklahoma because he had to work up there, but he's got property down where I live in New Mexico. So he would commute back and forth every couple of days. He'd be like, I'm not gonna say where he worked, but his work schedule was like 3 on, 4 off, and then it would be 4 on, 3 off. So it was one of those weird ones. So during his off period, he would drive 6-8 hours back down here, day or two over here, and then drive back and then work the next morning. So it was always fun. It was always interesting. He did have property out there, but sold the property because he got tired of ants, snakes, and coyotes. Which is funny considering where he lives in my state, or in this state, has the same problem. Now, the only thing I want to know what is going to happen is what he's going to do with the property when he gets to the expiration date. I don't know.
Are you vying for it, Cliff?
I've considered it. It's actually, he's got a large property. It's like 3 or 4 acres.
Where's it at?
Very large. It's about an hour and a half south of where I'm at.
Okay.
But the thing is, I don't know if he's going to sell it to city, if he's going to give it to his daughter. I would have to actually ask my niece on there, or my cousin on that one, to see what, I mean, it's a decent property. You got to move stuff around, but I could do a lot of work on that property.
Oh, yeah. You'd have chickens.
Oh, I'd have a shit ton of chickens. A honeydew list.
But you forgot it was a cantaloupe.
Yeah. Dude, hey, so did we. I did the same thing. I got my, when I was driving home, my thermostat said it was 102 outside.
Well, let me see. I don't want to open up anything because I'm afraid it's going to echo.
I'm honestly, I'm so over this damn heat wave. It's August. We're already almost 10 days into August, and it's still hotter than Hades. Greetings, Brother Howie. How are you doing today? If my volume is off, I am sorry. Half of my patrons are like, volume's good. The other half is like, I can barely hear you. So
okay, am I echoing? I'm not echoing, am I? Nope. I am good.
So, Howie, if you're one of the ones that can't hear me, I apologize. Something is off with StreamYard. Where the hell did Matt go? I know he was here.
I know. I have no idea where he went to.
Him or Dez. But then again, I think Dez probably fell asleep. But I've seen Dez do like 5-6 hour live streams this late at night. But again, Dez also just got back home from some stuff. So, okay, so you're one of the ones that can hear me perfect. Yeah. By the way, Howie,
maybe the updates got over, Cliff.
Say what?
Maybe the updates got over.
No, it's been like hit or miss with some of these people. Like Grace can hear me fine.
I can hear you fine.
Can hear me fine. Half of the people is just couldn't hear me. No, Des, I understand. Dear, if you're tired and need rest, go for it. Like, I was just stating the fact that you were here and that I haven't heard from you. But I understand that you're still technically not feeling well. And honestly, I appreciate you showing up, even though you're, again, feeling under the weather. 100% appreciate it. Like I said, I did catch your community post saying that you weren't going live Friday, so didn't make anything. I think I liked the post. I just didn't comment because I didn't want to be one of those like rude people be like, oh, I feel like when somebody gives bad news on a community post or a post and you give them a thumbs up, to me that's like a kick to the pants. I'm like, oh yeah, congratulations, you're not feeling well. Here's a thumbs up. No,
congratulations, you've discovered you have cancer.
Right? It's like, You can't give me like a mediocre thumb.
Hey,
or,
Howie.
like, kind of like a sideways thumb.
No, you can do like a sad hug face or hugs or whatever. You can do that.
Wait,
I picked one vegetable
That was a
today.
Canadian snowbird. What the fuck is that? Howie, are you talking about Canadian geese?
I can't look at my YouTube side. I'm
Oh
afraid
my
of it's going
God.
to echo.
I don't know why I Googled it, despite the fact that I knew exactly what it was, and I still asked that stupid ass question
What was the question?
if they were Canadian geese, because he's all snow geese. He's all Canadian snowbird has flown over my house. I knew what it was. I 100% knew what it was, and I still asked if it was a damn Canadian goose. Yeah.
We actually had something really interesting fly over Newton the other day. One was a tanker plane.
I see those every now and then over here.
What it was connected to is something you don't normally see.
Apache helicopter, C-130.
This one was one of those old. I'm not sure what the word is, which one it is. It's the one that looks like freaking like a triangle, like that. What they're called?
The SR-71s?
No, not that one. The other one.
That's the only thing I know that looks like a triangle. Because you can't refuel a Concorde midair. They have actually decommissioned that plane. Nice. That was awesome. Yeah, by the way, Howie, you're killing me on the perspective on that mulch mound. When I made the first comment, that mound did not look that damn big. I thought it was like a 4 foot wide by like 4 foot wide by maybe 5 foot tall mound. And then you did the side view on that thing in another video, or the video that I commented on, the other one. That is a ton of mulch. Like a ton of mulch. Like, that was an astronomical amount of mulch. You are lucky the neighbor was cutting down a tree.
I still think that's the one that could have got what is it? Spontaneous combustion thing going on.
Mulch, I have very rarely heard of instances where mulch just bursts out in flames. Compost will, if you throw a lot of chicken manure in compost, yes, you do run the risk of that stuff actually physically catching on fire. Because chicken manure, when it degrades, it gets wicked hot. Mulch is really it looks heavy, but it's really airy, and a majority of it is wet. So it's going to take a while to start heating up before it starts composting the way it normally would.
B-2 bomber.
Oh, the B-2s?
Yeah. Am I echoing again?
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I thought it was echoing there for a second. But it was doing a refueling thing over Newton. You don't see those
Howie's
just flying
outside.
over.
Brother Howie's outside doing garden work. He's all, the planes are drowning out your voice. That's sad. You must be getting a lot of flyovers right now.
Okay, thank you, Howie.
Food force, man. Again, even with 10 yards of mulch, how much mulch do you have left, Howie? Because that was a huge pile. And honestly, yes, a lot of those companies, if you ask them to, they're cutting down a tree, you can have them dump it right into the back of your truck, right into the back of a trailer. They will not hesitate to do it.
I have a friend of mine who works at a tree trimming service. He said if I ever needed firewood, he'll bring me a whole truckload for free.
Damn. Also, double damn. All gone and more on the way. You getting it all from the neighbor, or are they still cutting down that tree? Because that was a big tree. Like, even from across the street, that was a large tree. No. As a matter of fact, I do not, Serena. I'm not at my house long enough to work on trying to make biochar. I probably could, but I still work I'm still a blue collar worker, so I do go to work in the morning.
What's biochar again, Cliff?
Howie's better off explaining what biochar is.
I've heard the term. I'm just trying to click it in my head.
It's essentially, basically like burnt logs.
Oh, okay. I know what it is now.
So
Okay.
kind of similar to like charcoal.
I needed to connect the dots up here. I knew what it was. I just couldn't remember.
Oh, that was maple. Was that so? Your neighbor cut down a maple tree?
Was it a dead one or a live one?
It looked like it was a dead. Either that or just needed to be trimmed because it was overgrown. Either that or the neighbor wanted to get rid of the tree. Yeah, so biochar, basically it's charcoal.
Okay.
So it'll be sent like ground charcoal, so like kind of similar to what you would get out of a fireplace.
Well, I've seen where people use the same technique for making char cloth, but with wood.
Let me see. I don't do a lot of biochar. Biochar is a fine-grained, highly porous, carbon-rich substance made by heating organic biomass, such as wood chips, crop residues, or manure, in a low oxygen or oxygen-free environment through process called pyrolysis. So basically, you just heat the shit. It's, in layman's terms, it's essentially charcoal.
Well, you can use a tin, heat up little chunks of wood in the tin like this or bigger, like a old sewing kit thing like you usually see, those old cookie tins.
Yeah.
And do the same thing, and that'll make your own version of it. That'll still be biochar.
Oh, so essentially, so you got basically ash, bone meal, and charcoal, which is, as I've been learning over the years, is an extremely rich fertilizer boost to your ground. My guess, Serena, is that he's going to be making chunks of biochar.
With the right bag, tin there, Eagle, you don't need to put a hole in it at all because there's enough holes out the sides.
Depends on the container you use.
Well, something like if you're using a small pieces of wood and stuff, you can use one of these. If you're using something a little bit bigger or thicker branches, you can use like one of those old cookie tins. Those work fine too for bigger ones.
God, who was it? Was it Scott or was it Dan that did
Probably
the
both
jar full of logs to try to see if they can make fire?
I think it was Dan.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought it was Dan.
So he said
I haven't seen him in a while though.
Maple was alive. It's because he's been camping the last few weeks.
No, you don't have to be sealed. Because you can use them to make.
That's the thing. You don't want a sealed container. A sealed container, you run the risk of actually having it explode on you.
There's enough ways for vapor to escape, even like a tin like this. So I make a char cloth all the time, and
mine. I just drilled a relatively small hole dead center in the middle. I think a 1/4 inch hole.
No, look, see this one?
Yeah, mine looks the same way.
Yeah, but no, you see a hole in that one, Cliff? Anywhere?
No, because, well, again, at the time when I first made this, everyone was like, oh, you need to drill a hole in there to escape the gases. And then everyone was like, no, you don't really need to drill a hole because there's like 8 holes in the bottom of that, in the side of that thing where the hinges are at, which leaks out enough of the gases on the back hinge.
Yeah, right.
You don't need a hole. You can punch a small hole if you want to.
Okay, right along here, all this where this is at, vapor escapes.
Oh yeah.
Be well, Des.
All right, night, Dales. Be well, be safe. Go get some rest. Take whatever you need for tonight, and hopefully you get some good recovery speed on you.
That's a good one there, Groundfog. Groundfog's chiming in for a change. So hey, we must have a good topic. Yeah. Now I do have some small twigs and stuff that I plan on using and trying to making some of that stuff. I just got to get me place to really do that.
Yeah. Howie does a lot about. Well, Howie, you got a lot of like food forest over there that you like to add to the biochar too, which helps grow a ton over there. Which is why you do much better on that side, but you also get a little bit more water than I do. I'm in a completely dry area, so even if I used biochar, I don't really think it'd be helping me too much. But I don't use a lot of it, so to be honest, I don't know how much it would affect my gardening. Now, this comment right here, he's talking about punkwood.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the same thing. It'll work.
My question is, I'm gonna have to test this because I have a container I can do it with. I need to see if I can basically make char cloth or char wood with freaking what is it? Sunflower stalks.
That's an interesting concept.
I don't think anyone has done it. I don't think anyone has considered making like punkwood or charwood using freaking sunflower stalks.
What about a bamboo?
Bamboo's going to be a little bit interesting because it's essentially a tube.
It's a grass technically.
Yeah, it's an extremely aggressive grass.
But still the same concept. Trying to figure out would it work.
I might do an experiment between that bamboo and I also have.
Because I know you have some bamboo growing.
I have elephant grass as well.
He's here.
Yeah, Groundfog is here. Grace, make sure you check. Make sure you don't have him blocked on YouTube on accident.
He's even commenting.
Yeah. Commented.
Okay, so elephant grass, bamboo. What was the other one?
Sunflower stalks.
Sunflower stalks. Oh, milkweed.
No.
Not milkweed?
No.
The dried milkweed.
No.
Why not?
It is toxic.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Yeah. Hence the very strong no. That is so specific milkweed is actually toxic to humans. So the stuff that you would normally have for like your monarch butterflies, that is technically toxic to humans. You can touch small amounts of it as long as you don't get the milky portion of that plant on you. You can touch the plant, but after, prolonged exposure, I recommend washing your hands. But you do not want that milky substance on you. Other milkweed plants that are in that genre, there's tons of them. For the most part, those are fine. They're just really sticky. But yeah, you do not want the plant that the monarch butterflies are their habitat plant. You do not want that on you.
Well, I had a suggestion. Maybe I just thought about it. Broken arrows, Cliff. Wood, the cedar ones.
Okay.
Why not? Look, it should be able to make them, right?
Out of what?
Broken cedar arrows.
Oh, yeah, you can make... Well, essentially, you're not making biochar, you're making charcoal logs. Ooh, that's going to be a nice one. Wait, you saw your girlfriend. What, CR? Oh, you saw Groundfog. Never mind. My brain... For the bamboo, sorry, not the bamboo, for the sunflowers, no. Most likely you're going to end up charring off all of the, external little pokies. But I do agree that it would be very interesting to see how well sunflowers...
This is what you would need.
Yeah, small tin like that would work on something like that. So I might actually have to tag our buddy, freaking Dan over there, Herbert T Outdoors, on a challenge for that just to see how well it works. Because I remember he did that char tin of punk wood or wood to see how it would work for a fire starter.
Oh, he did a whole bunch of stuff like that.
Yeah, he did a crap. He did like 4 different styles of logs, put them all in the same tin so they cook at the same time. But I
They all
think
burnt at this different temperatures because of their different densities.
some of them didn't work as well as he expected them to.
Because
They were both
some hardwoods work better than softwoods and things like that. Now, if you would put the softwoods together than the hardwoods together, that might have been a little bit of different challenge, maybe.
Well, again, he was trying to cook everything at the same time because he had like he was just basically doing like a mini test to see what would work.
Right, I get it.
Yes, the inside of sunflowers has that like weird foamy core. So I don't know if that would catch on fire, burn out, or just turn into like some funky charcoal dust. But again, there's only one way to find out, and that's for me to find a tin that I can use on a fire, start a fire, which I have plenty of fire pits, and load the tin with a hole or 2 in it just so I have, smoking vents, and see what comes of it. Might have to do 2 or 3 tins, which means I may or may not have to go buy 2 more tins of cookies. Sorry.
And that's a bad thing, how?
No. Let me rephrase that. For us older generations that know, I have to go buy me 3 sewing kits in order to make goddamn char blocks. If you know what I'm talking about, you were born either in the 70s or 80s. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. But almost everybody in my chat right now should know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, I think for solar ignition there, CR, you have to have those things extremely dry. And if I'm not mistaken, the inside core, when it's burning, is smoky because it's a fibrous or porous material, but it's also like along almost the same lines of plastic. It's like burning a styrofoam peanut. But that gives me some stuff to work with over the next couple of weeks. It might be a few weeks before I get to this experiment, only because I got to help my dad install the mini split. So it might be either next week or the week after that I can work on this concept. If you guys want to see me work on this concept, by all means, post a comment after this live has, throw a comment down after this live is posted. Let me know what you want me to do.
Okay, I just did a search on, just for Google's sake. Ash, oak, hickory, and fruit woods make the best biochar. Softwoods, with caution, pine and cedar, willow, and cottonwood.
I would not use pine for biochar only because of the fact that when pine gets hot, it physically burns because of the high resins inside the material.
It said it could be used if processed at high heat, but they crumble easily.
Yes.
Willow and cottonwood, very porous but low density, meaning less total carbon stays in the soil.
You're better off using the bark of the cottonwood as biochar versus the actual wood itself.
Sort of like dogwood and stuff too, right?
Yeah, usually the bark, because the bark on a cottonwood tree has almost the same properties as like cork, just like 4 times thicker, but it has like the same texture. So you get chunks or sections of like cottonwood bark, like the older the tree, the thicker the bark is. You just cut around the divots or the not the ridges, the valleys, if you cut around the valleys of the bark, you usually get that thick inch to like inch and a quarter thickness of bark. That's what you want to use if you want to do like punk wood, or if you're wanting to do like charwood.
They're saying that dogwood makes a elite biochar.
Yes, it is a very. It's again along the lines of cottonwood, but it work. Yeah, those will work great. They have a low burn point, but work really good for charcoal.
Okay, you said cottonwood, right?
Yeah, cottonwood. You're better off using the bark of the tree versus the actual tree, like the interior tree itself.
Let's see. I'm trying to learn how to maneuver with fingerless gloves on, and it's not going so
That's the
hot.
thing, though. There, CR is a lot of the times you've only got to work with what you have in the area. Down here, I've got elm, 2 species of cottonwoods. We actually do have sequoias down here. They're very far and few between, but you do run across them trees, and that is a big ass pine tree. Massive pine trees. I actually picked up what is it, a long needle pine? So that would have been Douglas fir technically. I picked up some pine cones while I was doing my stuff on Thursday. I was like, heck yeah, these are some awesome looking pine cones. I might try to plant one of the pine cones to see if I can't get a pine tree. And again, it's
They're
long needle
suggesting
pine.
that cottonwood bark be avoided, Cliff.
Probably because they want to say that the toxic levels of whatever bullshit that's in, they want to. I've burned cottonwood bark, and that's.
It turns to ash, is what's the problem.
Nah, it's because they cooked it too damn long.
No, there's no pore structure for it to turn into.
That's why I said it's got a similar structure to cork. It's
Now,
like
cork
a
would
cross
definitely
between
not be
cork-
used.
It's almost cork and balsa wood, like compressed. Wood ash from birch tastes slightly salty. That is interesting to know there, Howie.
Interesting. Unlike your typical tree bark, cork makes an absolutely phenomenal elite biochar.
Yeah, that's also from an extremely weird tree. By the way, it is not a process. That is actually a tree. Now, yes, you can make it from. It's the specific tree they use in order to make cork. Cork
Don't
does not
use
grow
coated or
naturally.
synthetic wine corks. Don't use those.
No. Dude, if you're using wine corks, synthetic or otherwise, the only thing those things are good for are
Bobbers
fishing bobbers.
or stoppers for other things.
Majority of the time, everybody's going to use them as a fishing bobber. All you got to do is put a little bit of polyurethane on there to seal it, drill a hole in it, run your line, and that sucker will float on that water for like eternity.
Well, you could do a straight small line and use a couple split shots, Cliff, and do the same thing.
Yeah.
Hold it in place. One above, one below.
All right, night, Howie. Be well. Be
well, Howie.
Sleep. Going to the wilds tomorrow. All right, be well, be safe. Have a good harvest there tomorrow, Howie, and we will catch you on the next one, brother.
So,
Peace.
is it weird that he actually knows what the ash from a birch tastes like? From
Well, yeah, you've never randomly tasted ash from a fireplace?
Not from birch trees, no.
Oh, I have tasted it from various bits of stuff.
I do remember, I think birch roots, you can make root beer.
Possibly. Damn, I think I might just go to the 3-hour mark because I've got a little bit left on this one, and then I think I might be calling it a night after that.
I still got a little bit of coffee left.
Yeah, this is all I've got left. I'm just kind of milking this. I don't have another Red Bull, so.
That's why I plan on sending you a case, Cliff, just for this.
Don't send me, Colin. Do you know how much a case of Red Bull costs?
Not that much.
$60.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Not here.
Yeah, you might be buying the 8-ounce canisters.
What size do you need?
I usually go with a 12 ounce.
Okay, that's
But
what that would probably be the
Do
difference.
not send me a case of Red Bull.
I would say future trade material. That's all it's going to be for.
When hell
I
freezes
have some
over,
projects
you
I
can
would love to
consider
have.
it.
Huh?
I said when hell freezes over, I might consider it.
Not for trade. Huh?
Right now, you need to focus on your
Oh, I already.
on your end.
My end is covered. We're waiting on something on Jenny's end.
Yeah, I'm not worried about
Mine's good.
financials on my end. I can buy this stuff. It's just whether or not they have it in stock at the store. Okay, that's good to know. Natives use birch bark for salt content on meat, so it tastes better. Alrighty then. That is information I did not know, but it's also good to have. But you take care, Howie, brother Howie. Be well, be safe, and like I said, happy harvest tomorrow. Because I believe he said he was harvesting. They were going for picking. Shit, where was it at? A drum within a drum is used to make biochar. That's also how you make, what the hell is that? Gas? What the shit is it? Fuck. Wood gas. Jesus.
That would make a really good wood gas stove.
That's what I'm saying. Because he's saying over here, drum within a drum to make biochar. So essentially, it's the leftover process of wood gas furnace.
Or you could use a wood gas generator or wood gas stove for what the people use for those.
Oh, that's
ones
what he
we
was
use
talking about.
for cars.
Tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he's saying a drum within a drum to make biochar, which is essentially the excess process of gas. That's what it's called, gasifier. See, now my brain wants to work.
Did you know that the I think it was the Department of Transportation used to put out the plans for making your own gasifier engine?
It ain't that hard.
No, they used to send it to people for back in the World War II for people could make their own engines run on gasifier and setups.
You still can, but the thing is, you can't do it with a lot of the modern cars. You can do it with most likely the vehicles between like pre-1990s. I think you can still run a lot of those vehicles on a gasifier engine. Anything after that, the coils won't allow it, the sensors won't let you do it, and it's just going to cause all sorts of problems with your engine. But a lot of those, like I said, probably pre-90s will let you do it. I can only imagine how far a Model T Ford on a gasifier combustion engine would run before that thing actually stopped working. Even with the top speed of those things being like 45 miles an hour, the amount of distance you could probably go on one if you were towing a trailer with a massive gasifier engine on the back, you'd probably go across the entire U.S. no problem.
Oh, that's okay. The only way you could really do it, you got to shut off the factory fuel pump.
Yes.
Manually disable it.
You're basically
fuel
running
injectors.
these fumes straight into the freaking ignition, the pistons.
Yeah, you got to cut off the disable the factory fuel pump and fuel injectors.
Yep. Yeah, so you're basically running wherever your fuel line would run into. That's where you have to splice into for the gasifier. So you're basically just sucking in combustible fumes.
I know that I think we discussed this before. Do you remember that one TV show where these guys were stuck in a warehouse and they had to build their own power units and they used it was
Discovery Channel. They did 2 seasons.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
Done more. The problem is with the second season, even after the first season, was the
COVID.
fact that too many people were getting actually sick from the testing. So a lot of those guys that were, when they were done with that series, ended up in the hospital.
Mm. The first season was better than the second season.
The second season would have been better had they not ended it the way they ended it.
With the people in the swamp buggy and all that stuff.
Making the swamp boat out of the old crashed like Cessna propeller plane, like the Cessna motor, distilling their engine so they could make jet fuel. The problem was the fact that that hunter's cabin on the bayou or whatever they were at, or I think it was like Florida's when they were doing that one, or Louisiana. The fact that that one got overtaken by whatever
A rival group.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Stuff like that does occur, and then they just had to keep going on their way. If it wouldn't have ended that way, they could have possibly done a season 3, but again, just the way it ended, kind of just,
And
to be honest, it left a sour taste in my mouth.
If it was an apocalyptic survival thing, those people would not have let them try to get away in that boat.
Oh hell no, they would have been out there. The minute they would have heard that boat, they're like, "Ooh, what's that sound?" But
They would have. I mean, they would have tried to capture it.
It's
Hands
the same
down.
thing with season 1, where actually no, was that season 1 or season 2? No,
They had the solar panel car. They did. They ran into a couple people.
Because yeah, season 1 or season 2 they had the golf cart.
That was the first one.
Was that season 1 where they had the
Yep,
golf
season
cart
1.
and they stole the solar panels off of the construction
Yep.
construction road sign?
Then they found more on top of the building, a couple buildings away. They found some more on top.
That was the one where they slaved like 4 or was like 6 12-volt batteries to use as a welder.
Yep.
And then they had the what was it, the Marine that was in the shipping container on the edge of the property where they were held up at. He was just chilling in there.
That was the second season.
Yeah, They had the windmill sticking out of the top of the building to generate power.
Yeah. But the solar powered car thing was the first season.
Yeah.
You're combining seasons.
Yeah, that's right. Because the first season they had the technically that little jet boat that they had, that little cheap shit bridge across the creek, but then the water washed it out and the jet boat got damn near got sank.
I don't know any. They didn't have a boat in the first one.
Yeah, that's the one where they had the. I believe that's where they found the meat truck. Then they got the 2 12-volt batteries from.
That's the second one, second season.
Was it?
Yep.
Fuck, see, I don't even remember the first season, but I know they did it.
Because I know the first season they were in the L.A. area and they had to walk the water ways and they found the fruit tree and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They fished.
Okay. Yeah. I know that was the one where they were in the warehouse but not in the warehouse.
Yeah.
And then they got they were trying to trade, and they almost got attacked. That was season 1.
Yep.
And then when one of the times they went to go get water, there was like a rival group down there protecting the water, and they couldn't get any more water.
Right. Until they fixed the drain, the roof gutters to
yeah, because they were like, what is that noise? That was the one they did the gasifier on.
Yeah, they used a lawnmower at first.
They were using they found that old generator.
No, they made a generator.
No, they had a generator and they ran that off of a gasifier.
Right. I thought it was a lawnmower that they made them get into a generator.
No, I think they found a generator. They were running.
They found an alternator that they added to it to make the generator.
Thank you there, CR. Colony, that's the one.
The Colony, yeah, season 1.
I think that was the one where they started off with a FEMA camp and then they went from there.
And there was 2 teams. The first team didn't see that. The second team seen the solar panel road sign thing.
Yeah,
that's where
they went back like 3 days later and got it and modified their golf cart with solar panels and that they modified.
Well, they used it for power first. Then they became the cart came later. But then they found out when they got on top of the roof of their own the warehouse, they saw more solar panels on another building, a couple buildings over, which they went and acquired those.
Yep. That was also the one where they got raided almost in the middle of the night for their pantry, and then they had to reinforce the back stairwell because people kept trying to get into it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They lost a third of their food.
Yeah, they lost a good amount of food.
But the guy, the one guy that hoisted that water heater up the side of the building by himself, and then that one girl showed up and used up all their hot water in one shower.
Yup. I did like the fact that they used that old like shipping crate out on the backside of the warehouse, and then they popped the drain from the side of the building into that, and they used it as they used like all the Tyvek that they found. They found like a roll of Tyvek, and they turned it into a freaking bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all like, it may be cold, but man, this feels good. They were all just sitting in the freaking like 4 foot deep by like.
That was the second season.
Was that the second season?
They didn't have a tub in the first season. They had a shower.
The first season.
They had a shower.
Was it the solar shower?
They made a solar shower using the water heater on the roof, but they had to hand load up the water into the water tank up at the top to let the sun heat it up.
See, I feel like
before
that
it could
was
be
part
used.
of season 2 because that wasn't the. They also had the smoker too as well.
They may have had this. I don't know. We're confusing seasons, folks, so bear with us because it's been a long time since we've seen those.
God, what, decade and a half?
Or more, yeah.
Because that was back in.
I think it was no. It was about 5-6 years ago because I believe. Please forgive me. That was during the time of the sickness back in 2020.
Not the colony. It's just a colony. That was. Oh, God damn it. So that was 2009, 2010. So that was already 16 years, almost a decade and a half ago. Yeah, 2 seasons. That was it. Yeah, I literally had to type colony to survival show, and it gave me what I needed. What was that? 44 episodes, so basically 22 episodes per season. But I mean, so here's the funny thing is if I had the money, so best case scenario, this is a what if scenario, I would actually run I've talked about this before. I would legitimately run a survival experiment based on a lot of this other stuff.
Where would you put it, though?
Again, if I had the money and I bought property, I would see what's around the area first off. If there's any like junkyard or whatnot, I'd be like, hey, look, I'm going to be running for like an entire year an experiment on my property. Is there any way you'd be willing to let me access some of the stuff over here for a certain for a certain amount of money? Like if there's a junkyard over there, pay the guy $100,000 for the year or whatever. And be like, look, can I have my guys on this experiment access what's on your property for certain things? Or what I might do is I might just hire somebody from a couple of junkyards and just truck in a couple of trailer loads of shit, dump it on the property in the corner, and be like, say this is a dumping pile.
Like a Junkyard Wars type situation.
Similar, yes, but it's more survival based, where whatever's in that
junk. Same kind of junk, but not, different type of situation.
Yeah, I'm talking like throw in a couple of junk cars, whatever's in a random, like, here, grab a claw full of shit in this pile, grab a claw full of shit in this pile.
Some
dump it on-
bicycles, some broken planes, some,
Yeah, shove it in a dump truck, and then drive it over to this property, drop it off, and then whatever's in that area, and you figure, all right, you got 20 acres, figure out what you guys can do in this 20 acres in a survival situation. I'd be part of that, honestly. I think it would be fun to see what you can do in a supposed post-apocalyptic survival situation. I know full well my skill set, and I feel I could survive to an extent, but it would be extremely strenuous without, like, help.
I know some things I can think outside the box, but I can't. There's certain survival techniques I don't do for one reason or another, which is the one is my bane of my existence.
Starting a fire with a freaking bow drill?
Exactly. But I can do everything else. I just can't do that.
I'm surprisingly a jack of all trades, though a master of none, but a master of none is a master of one. That whole scenario, dude, that's stupid.
You actually said the whole proper phrase, too, which most people don't know that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people only know a jack of all trades, but a master of none. That whole verse is almost like 2 minutes long, staying it from start to finish.
That's one section of the verse.
Yeah, it is not. It is not a lot of people know the whole verse. I just happen to run across it a few times.
Now the thing is, there's some skills that I've got that outweigh with the skills you got, and vice versa.
Yes.
So, which the thing is, we would so overlap.
By technical standards, you are a better bowist than I am.
Yeah.
Mind you, I can bowist. I'm just not like.
I mean, I can arch.
Bowist.
I can arch.
Yes, I can arch too. I may or may not miss a few times, but I can arch.
I can arch better than average.
But I am more on the technical side where I can build a lot of stuff freehand with almost.
You're a better gardener than I am.
That's an easy thing. You get a bunch of people, it does not take a lot of effort to garden. When you have like 4 or 5 people, you just be like, here's what we got to do. This is what I know. What do you know? And then you kind of work from there. You get whatever you can for that specific scenario.
But the thing is, we know multiple things. Not just, you don't know just that. You know how to make things in the kitchen because you work in a freaking restaurant.
Yes, which again brings me to the scenario of jack of all trades, master of none. So I can dabble a little bit in a lot of
disciplines.
Yes.
As a former Army medic, that covers that section for me and most. But I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm just a combat medic.
Ouchie boo-boos. If you got a snake bite, your best bet, honestly, is probably just to amputate whatever above the snake.
Not necessarily.
Depends on the snake. Yes, I'm aware of that.
And the location of the bite.
If you get a snake bite in the carotid artery, your best bet is just to amputate the head.
First of all, make sure that the snake in question is actually venomous first.
Well, when you remove the snake and you only see 2 freaking holes.
That's different, but the other snakes do bite. Sorry, hon.
Yes, Colony and The Colony are 2 different things. The Colony was a survival one where they got stranded on. Oh God, what the hell? There's essentially it was like a spaceship that crashed, and they had to survive.
I thought it was on alternate Earth or something.
Yeah, it's similar to like Earth 2.
I remember that one.
But yes, Colony and that's why I said I had to look it up twice because I typed in the Colony original and it gave me something entirely different. But yes, the Colony was another survival situation where I believe they were post-apocalyptic Earth after some sort of chemical or some shit, if I'm not mistaken. I watched it on TV back when I had Hulu.
Actually, this is going to sound stupid. Colony is actually based in the same freaking area. That's the other one. Both Los Angeles, but for different reasons.
It's like Escape from LA.
It's a dystopian alien-occupied Los Angeles, California. The Bowman family was living in an area of Los Angeles that got been walled off but into a block of mysterious extraterrestrial invaders. It is shut.
No, it's not. It's slightly open.
I didn't even open it.
You did when you went to get whatever you went to get.
No, I didn't even leave
didn't close it all the way.
Hmm.
Jenny's like, close the goddamn door. But anyways,
Both the Colony and Colony were both set in LA. The first season, not the second season. Second season was filmed in Louisiana.
yeah, I was
Like
gonna
you
say,
said.
the second season was Louisiana. That was right after Hurricane Katrina.
Yep. That one actually made sense the way they had it set up.
Yeah. No, they had access. They like used that whole area of where the flooding was, and that was their like survival area. I think it was like 50 square miles is what they had access to at the time.
Oh yeah.
What the company and the city agreed to for the filming.
Yep. And the one girl actually had to hand carve the prop for that for their swamp buggy.
Oh yeah, no, they literally like 4 2x4s glued them together.
And she carved them
Physically
hand by hand.
had to carve them out for the propeller for the damn swamp boat.
And it worked.
And they used it was the motor they used off of the downed Cessna that they found in a random field. Though, to be honest, I don't think it was a random field because, again, the stuff is technically scripted. So I'm pretty sure they had a junkyard Cessna that crashed for probably some unknown reasons and then just craned it over and just dropped it in there.
I don't think it was like scripted, but scenarios were introduced.
Yeah.
That's different. And then they had to figure out from there.
Some of this stuff I feel like was part of it. Like they threw it in there on purpose to see what they could do with it.
Mm-hmm. Or if they even spotted it at all, because I heard they had some stuff they had set up in the first season that they didn't even touch because they didn't see it.
You get your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is whatever you're in. You don't want to leave a certain area because you feel like if you leave that area, you may or may not have a good survival situation.
Yeah, it's just because you just happen to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. I mean, that again, I've talked about this numerous times over various years with other like outdoor growing channels, gardening channels. If you had the opportunity to do something like this as a colony, has nothing to do with the series itself. Well, it kind of did. That's where it kind of spurred the thought of it. Would you want to do that with a group of people in a certain area?
The only thing is, I would say yes, but the thing is, the area would have to be unknown by everybody to make it, everybody equal.
That would make sense, but you would have to. It would almost be kind of similar to like Alone or Alone or Survivor.
Or Naked and Afraid.
Airlifted into, even with Naked and Afraid, like even with Alone, I know this series. Technically, they're supposed to be out in the middle of nowhere, but these guys have general information and knowledge based on the location they're going. Edible plants, non-edible plants, the things they can and cannot hunt.
There was the episode of Naked and Afraid where they actually had buildings and stuff that they were access to. I don't know what season that was, but they actually had buildings vehicles. They were disabled. They had to deal with elephants and stuff
Oh,
like
that would
that
have been
too.
South Africa then.
That's the thing is I don't. That's the question. We don't know. It could be a dartboard throw or a random draw out of a hat.
Oh fuck! Can you imagine throwing a freaking world map on the ground, standing 10 feet above it, and just doing this with a freaking dart and just letting it go randomly and see where the hell you got to land and see where that's where you got to survive?
Or we have a dart being suspended under a helium balloon as it's going up, then shooting it with a BB gun and let it drop natural that way.
Gee, you might as well blindfolded dart throw it against a wall, like throw the world map against a wall, blindfold and just throw it, see where it lands. Wherever it lands is where you got to go.
With exception of open water.
Here's the funny thing with that. Surprisingly, a lot of open water, no matter where you land, you're going to hit a random ass island.
Sometimes, unless you're like your Dr. Doolittle in that floating star island, not likely.
But yeah, like CR says, also what hemisphere? Yeah, that would definitely make sense because I would hate to actually try to survive on the absolute northern or southern areas of the map.
Yeah.
For two reasons. One, shit ton of ice. Two, you got a shit ton of penguins. You cannot eat a penguin because it's illegal.
Do you remember? Okay, I'm not sure. Okay,
Yeah, see,
what's that?
even Grace says right there that was in Africa and it was an abandoned village.
Yeah, there. Okay, what's that one show that they used to do? Oh, well, all those survivalists used to basically kidnap each other and drop them off in different locations. Dude, you're screwed.
Yeah, I think I'd be fine with that.
They used to go. They would randomly kidnap each other, and they drop the one guy who got kidnapped in a random location, blindfolded, give him random crap, and expect him to get to a certain point or find civilization within 100 hours.
That would be on that one, CR. It would be the North Pole and the South Pole. You get over there with a compass, and the damn thing just spins in a circle.
Yeah, and
Also,
if you're in that area, you'd already know that we're one of the hemispheres. Then you have to watch out where the sun's at.
It depends on the direction your compass spins. Will tell
Left or
you
right?
which. Yes, it will tell you which hemisphere you're on, or what side of the globe you're on.
Also, time of year too.
You're in either the South or the North Pole. It don't matter what the hell damn time of the year is. It's going to be cold no matter what.
Well, in some parts of the hemisphere, there's it's continual night for a long time. There's some days it's continual daytime.
Yeah, I would just say, now that would be an interesting concept of just you basically signed a contract saying that at any given point they can snatch your ass out of wherever you're at and drop you off wherever they want to. And whatever you are or are not wearing at the time is part of your survival gear.
Well, they can't draw you out of a freaking shower.
Says who?
Well, within reason. I mean, you got to have something to wear, obviously.
Problem is, I sleep all natural, which was probably TMI for a lot of you. But yeah, snatching me in the middle of the night would suck for me because I'd have nothing on me at all. No socks, no shoes, no pants, nothing.
I will be right back. I have to go visit the little boy's room.
Yep, you go do that. I'm gonna blow my schnoz real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I mean, for me personally, a lot of survival situations, if I was to get nabbed randomly during the day, I might be okay just due to what I have on me specifically for my EDC, like my everyday stuff. I got anklets. I got two ankle bracelets, which have a lot of paracord. The stuff on my keys, I have a lot of paracord. I have fishing gear, technically a flashlight until the battery dies. Once the battery dies, I'm kind of hosed. Unless I'm lucky enough to have a fully charged battery that on the absolute lowest setting will last me about 170 hours, give or take. Other than that, unless I have a physical way to recharge batteries while I'm out there, I have 4 flashlights on me at any given time, which, depending on the amount of use you got to use them, could potentially last me up to a month. But again, that also is a level of charge factor. If my batteries are not 100% charged, I might get maximum of 3 weeks use out of it, depending on how much I use them. I have fishing gear, fire starter. Fire starter will probably last me a good amount of time. But yeah, I've got fishing gear, all of the stuff on me. So it just matters of the scenario. Now we could do like they did for Survivor Man with when they did the survival series, not just Survivor with Les Stroud himself. He did a survival series with a bunch of kids where they were technically on a bus trip. The bus broke down or was in an accident. They had approximately 2 minutes to grab whatever they could off of the bus or whatever they had with them and get off that bus before it technically, according to the script, exploded. Unfortunately, anybody that did not make that cutoff time was automatically removed from the show. And I think it was like the first episode was like 2 or 3 people didn't make it. They technically died in the episode.
Which one was that? What I miss?
Oh, I was talking about that weird Survivor series where they did with the teenagers, where they were on a bus trip and
I didn't even hear.
Bus technically pulled off to the side and broke.
Oh yeah, they did. It was geared towards kids.
Yes, the
I'm echoing again.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
You're not muted.
No, I'm echoing.
Oh, I don't know. But yeah, a situation like that on like any given day, if they snatch me during the day, I think I'd be all right.
Yeah.
If they snatch me later in the evening, I might have a problem. Because during the daytime, I have a bunch of stuff on me. I think I'd be all right. But if there was a scenario where, we'll say for instance, like, they give you 5 minutes to grab whatever you can out of either your immediate area or any survival gear you can grab onto, you have a 5-minute window and a 5-minute window only.
Well, if you do it like you would like on a bus trip, you have a carry-on bag or something like that, and that's all you can grab. Grab that.
I have a few things in here that I can grab within 5 minutes. The problem with a lot of this stuff is when you're doing scenarios like this, panic sets in and you are trying to grab as much as you can, but you cannot focus, so you just start grabbing random stuff.
CR is still here.
He is. It is so. There was Corporal's Corner did a while back. He's basically, the more you panic, the more time it takes to do something. So you have to function with a calm mind in order to get more accomplished.
Oh yeah.
I have at least probably within 4 to 5 feet of me about 15 items that I can easily grab in 5 minutes and be more than set with if that was my time frame. Frame packs up there, backpacks up there. If I have to load one of those, I'm loading that. I'm grabbing both or all 3 of my wool blankets, because God knows how much you can do with a wool blanket. I'll grab one of my sleeping pads because that's all I'm going to need. And whatever else I have over here, I guarantee I will grab one box, which is sitting right next to me, less than 3 feet away, of paracord. Once I have that, it doesn't matter. I can do whatever I want. I can run out to my truck, grab my other 2 bags out of there, and I think between the 3 bags and what I grab here, I'd be more than set. 100% more than set.
I would grab 2 bags. One would be my everyday carry bag, and this, Cliff.
Bucksaw? Or
This?
quiver? Sorry,
This is my
quiver?
bow.
Yeah. I could grab mine. The only problem is in 5 minutes it would take me at least 3 just to clear out the space to get my bow.
Oh, I wouldn't actually know. I would actually be able to grab a lot in 5 minutes, given that point.
Yeah.
Only thing is, I wouldn't be able to move very fast doing it.
One of the items I'd be grabbing was that little survival kit that I showed off earlier at the beginning of the live.
Oh, you're totally right, Grace. Changing 10 minutes to or 5 minutes to 2 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, even in a 2 minute, yeah, no, 2 minutes, I would struggle.
I would my backpack is always packed, so that one itself would be the easy one. It's anything additional I would have issues with, unless I'm using that to get dressed, put my brace on, that kind of thing. That takes me a little bit more time. Then I'm just left with my backpack.
Here's the funny thing. So I got my hamper over here. In 2 minutes, I'm turning that sucker upside down, and I'm loading whatever I can into that. If that's my 2 minute limit, you'd be surprised what I can shove in that hamper in 2 minutes.
Okay, is it one of those ones with the wicker style or no?
No, it's a plastic one with holes in it.
Because I've seen the ones where they look like the old school wicker ones. If you put straps on that thing, it's an old school backpack.
I can turn that one into a backpack too if I have the right amount of. Because like I said, it's let's see.
Ours, we got our hamper is it's a canvas bag, so it's just a duffel bag basically.
All right, so let me do this just for demonstration purposes. Wrong button. That button.
Okay, what's N and A supposed to mean?
Non-applicable.
No, it said what Grace said. Current N and A did that. I don't know what. Oh, naked and afraid. Okay.
Naked and afraid. Gotcha. So let me do this. So this is the hamper. The one that's highlighted is a similar to what I have for a hamper.
Throw a couple belts through there. You got yourself a backpack.
That's what I'm saying. It's essentially like the old school
basket backpacks.
Like the wicker ones, but yeah, that's what I have as a hamper. That's what I can use. And if I again, 2 minutes.
Thank you, Grace.
I have 30 days worth of food because the next thing I'm grabbing is that freaking 7-gallon bucket of food right next to it.
I don't have that, but I do have MREs, about 5 days of MREs.
I think the only other thing I could possibly grab would be my external battery, but I would have no way of charging it afterwards. But again, I might do that. One of these days, I might do an existing challenge on a live stream to see what you can grab in 2 minutes in an emergency survival situation.
Would I have to bring it in front of the camera?
Yes. Everything you can grab in 2 minutes. Again, it would be live.
I'm going to be a little slower than most. I can guarantee that because of my injuries. But I know where most of my gear is. So.
Yeah, I've got everything damn near within reach. So in 2 minutes, I can throw a ton of stuff in something, and I'd be more than squared away.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
I got stove right there.
My backpack is actually literally by the door at all times out front.
Yeah.
Ready to
I
go.
have a bit of a challenge grabbing certain things, but yeah, I know for a while that one of the things I'm
clothes are a better option. TR, that's a definite. We would have an advantage on naked and afraid.
Yeah, I'd just be whatever I'm wearing is what I'm leaving with. I might have a few moments to grab a couple, like an extra pair of pants, some socks, and some underwear, but that's about it. But again, that's more of a creature comfort if absolutely necessary.
I would grab some socks and boots. Just make sure I have my boots.
Well, I'm always wearing those, so that'd be kind of one of those things. But yeah, it'd be kind of an interesting challenge to see what you could do. I might honestly try to issue that as a challenge.
One of the things I usually carry, my hiking socks are right there.
I could grab my winter boots, but yeah, I'm not going to grab that. I've got 4 containers I can see from here, about 4 feet away. That'd be the first thing I'm grabbing. My little survival clear pack, my Atwood rope box, my stove, cooking set, and this is going to sound stupid, but I'm 100% going to grab one of my backup batteries and one of my solar panels and go with that. Yep. Because I know full well I can grab that in 2 minutes and leave.
Yeah, you see what it's got.
Yeah, axe, cutter, everything.
Ferro rod.
Who would be interested, aside from myself, in trying to see something like this?
Because it would take all kinds. Because like people with injuries like myself, and other people, people who have different disabilities and stuff.
Yep. Which means, CR, if you do opt into this, you do actually have to film this and not be black screened when you're doing it. Just saying, if you decide to opt into this little bit of a challenge that I made. Yeah, that I would do a live timer on that. We could all sit here and agree on a specific time length. 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I think 3 minutes, even in an emergency situation, because you're still you're panicking, and then everybody has to go outside and sit in an area and do this. We might have to all be on our phones to do this, but I think it would be worth it.
Well, we could record it offline, off alive, and then we could just then show it that way, but we still have the same criteria. Just in case people start doing things that are showing stuff they normally wouldn't show on a live because they're trying to scramble.
I would still like to do it. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to try to do it as live as physically possible, which is going to suck because you're going to have to sit there and film everything. So the easiest way to do it, this is going to suck for a lot of us that don't have one, is probably to film it on a GoPro, like a chest rig GoPro, and just film everything you're doing, and you have a 2-minute window. You start your timer on there. And the minute that timer's done, you stop and you move to a new location and go from there.
Or unless you have someone who can film your actions for you, which not everybody does, but you never know. That could be an option.
That too.
Which for some people like myself, because I need to use one hand always to use my cane to hold myself up, I've got to keep an eye on that. Because I won't be able to walk otherwise.
It might be a random thing during a live stream where I'm like, all right, everybody's got 2 minutes to grab whatever they can, and they have to go outside after that.
But we'd have to know to have our phones ready to go on that particular point.
I want to do it as like an emergency situation where there's almost no warning, and this is how much time you have to do whatever you got to do and be outside. And everybody has to be outside when they do this.
Okay. Well, like I said, we have to have our phones in camera mode first. That's not everybody does. I'm running off a laptop. You're running off a laptop.
I'm running off my phone over here. I can also run if I have to off my tablet, but my tablet's pretty much dead.
I don't have a tablet, and I don't have a major camera other than this one, and I can't stream off this. So,
which is,
but
again,
I can.
Like I said, I might start the live and automatically just randomly throw a 2 to 3 minute timer up there and be like, all right, this is where shit starts and gets fun.
Well, the best I can do is just pull everything in here, but everything I need is generally in here anyway, but that would be not fair to everybody else.
Yeah, well, again, when it comes to a survival situation, there's no guarantee that anything is fair.
No.
It's whatever you can grab with the time frame you have and see what you can do with it.
Now, could we do it like where we go to our like a vehicle or something? Especially if we're like in the city, like myself, I don't really have a yard to go put stuff in right now. That's another criteria.
You have a deck, don't you, on the back of the house?
A what?
A deck?
No.
Do you have a basement?
We do have a basement, but I can't go down the stairs, right? Because I have trouble with walking.
Well, we'll have to figure out something. Because again, I wouldn't mind having Jason involved in this as well.
Well, the thing is, I could use the back of my pickup, just the bed of my pickup, and just lay the bed, the gate down, and stack everything there.
I feel you on that one, Grace. It's whatever. If you have lighting that you can use, like a flashlight, external light, ring light, whatever you can run on a battery. Aside from external lighting, which can be allowed because you still have to film it. I think the challenge in itself would be fun, though. Then again, I might, this could be one of those ones where you try to start it mad early. So I could try to possibly do a live at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, start it super early, and within, I'm just spitballing here, give a 45-minute window, but again, you're also 2 hours above me, so depending on the time frame, could be either bad or good, so might have to consider doing it on like a time frame where I don't have to work. I don't know. It's again, this is just spitballing. It's just kind of theoretical concept to see what we can do. I think it would be kind of fun. But like I said, it's going to be what it's going to be. It'll be something we can work out, the process of over, a couple weeks, couple months. Just try to figure out what we can do with it. I think the concept is fun. Now, the only other thing I can think of is that we all try to find an area that's not going to have any issues with us being there for, more than 10 to 15 days. You have 3 to 5 minutes to grab whatever you can on film, post it. After that, there's no adding extras. Whatever's on you at the time, plus an allowance of like 2 to 3 days worth of clothes, and then we all meet somewhere and use that stuff in a situation. So we all have everything physically apparent for everyone else to see what we're actually doing. So essentially it would be a survival meetup.
Ooh.
Whatever's in your vehicle is not allowed to be used unless it was part of the initial video. So
that's why I was asking about my bed. That was why I was asking about the bed of my truck where I would stage stuff. It'd be easy to be seen. I could just stack it there.
If you have the time to film it in the back of your truck and it's in the initial like 3 to 5 minute window video.
No, well, I was going to say if I had like Ian record it, then he could, I could just put it there to say that because I would normally just load it up and go in my truck. So,
yeah.
Since my truck is now running, so I'm really good.
It is.
And it's got a tank of gas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got about 20 more seconds here. I know this live went a little longer than expected, but
it
got really interesting tonight. So
we'll have to go through the logistics on this one.
On that, we can work on this throughout the weeks, whatever. If anybody's really truly interested in this. Aside from that, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me. Grace, CR, for staying this long. I'm actually surprised. Matt, Jason, Molly, Colin, Grace again, Deb, Ground Fog, Daniel, and Gary. Appreciate you all coming here tonight and watching us. Do me a favor, folks, on the way out, hit that like, share, subscribe, hit that thumbs up as well. And we will catch you guys on the next one. This is going to be myself, Fox It Outdoors, signing off. With don't forget to know it, sow it, and grow it.
And this is Colin
with
Kincaid Outdoors. And be well, be safe, and see you next time.
Catch you guys on the next one. We'll see you on Tuesday